It's live event Will, apparently.
Hello, everybody. Pardon?
Live That's event right, Will? It just says it's live event Will.
Does it?
Don't get the rest of it. Will be. Will be...
We're going live. No. Live throughout the nations.
Well, hey, there we go. Found
it. On the right channel this time. I should just delete the other channel, really.
You really should.
Yes, you should.
It would make far less confusion.
Or at least rename it.
No, it's not made for kids. Save.
Yeah, that was weird. We did the pub quiz yesterday, George. Did a live pub quiz.
Oh yeah.
YouTube set the stream to made for kids, so like there was no chat and no donation thing, or like no ad revenue or anything.
It's a good job we picked up on that rather rapidly as well.
But only for the chat. Do you know how much? I think so far for the Friday Night Live, we've streamed for 11 hours and made £1.60 in ad revenue.
Wow,
it's not bad.
To make the ad, I'll go for the more aggressive ads one day. Like you can change the amount of ads you get.
Do it so to get it every 5 seconds or something like that. Really knock them off. Just coin it. You all right then, Lorelei? Sorry, I didn't say it.
Yeah, no, I'm just, I'm all right. I'm doing things.
Doing things, okay.
Lorelei's doing all the actual work.
Ha!
I wrote a title.
You did.
So out of the 3 people who are actually watching it, I know I'm one. Who are the other 2?
I've got it open, I think.
I've got it open. Oh, I've got to find it. Let's. I want to boost the ratings a bit.
Yeah. I was just about to say we've not had a message from Tristan saying hello yet, but he's there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Can you throw me? Can you type in the chat, please?
No vocal communications, chat only.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of old tablets and stuff kicking around. One week I'll just set them all up and like give us an extra 15 people in the chat. View botting, but don't need to manually.
Bump it yet. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, actually, though.
Yeah. So we need some people in the chat because kind of the whole point is we talk about what people in the chat say.
We do.
Greetings, people in the chat. Hello. Please identify yourself and say something.
There's nobody here.
There's 4 of us.
George, you haven't been promoting it among your many friends.
Oh yeah, I'll have to let me send a WhatsApp. I have actually, so they've let me down. They're not watching like they promised. So.
Okay, monetization.
You have to send them the link. Hey.
I promoted it amongst all my friends, and they said blub.
Okay, now I can.
Mark, all your friends are here.
Yeah.
As are all of mine.
You fishy, fishy, fishy. One fish. You fishy, fishy, fishy.
2 fish.
Okay, I think all the work stuff is now done. Monetization is on. Thumbnail is up.
It's a shame you don't have another device, Mark, because you could run another Zoom thing and just put the camera on the fish. They could have their own box on there.
If I had another PC or a laptop or something, I could do that. Yeah, and they could have their own thing.
Their own Zoom thing. People could talk to the fish. It'd be good.
They could.
In fact, what you could do is you could have a picture of the fish and then an overlay with a link. Like, you want to see the fish in full screen? Go to this link.
Oh, I could barely get the fucking thing to work. Oh, damn it.
The amount of streams
barely get the thing to work anyway. But, yeah. Yes.
But fish are always popular, aren't they? 24-hour fish streams people watch. It's better with YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
But...
I haven't been streaming it recently because I said last week I replanted the tank and I've been waiting for the plants to take without them digging up. But one of the culprits has gone now, so less digging up to deal with. Which is
How
Chuck Norris took your fish.
yeah.
he went before Chuck Norris did.
Yeah. That would be that
big
way
old
around.
Silly spaghetti. He was the biggest one in there, so it looks bloody empty now.
You have to get another one. So you need to get your
No.
channel monetized. We need to get Mark's
No,
channel
I've
monetized to get
I've
some
got
more
them
fish.
too.
I need to get
them
my
too.
channel monetized. Then I might
You
actually,
do.
considering I actually have videos that have actually got a decent amount of views that I could potentially, if I'd unmonetized
All right.
originally, I would have some money now, but no.
Do you know what?
No need to be mean.
What? I'm not what? I'm just saying we need to have a talk about that later, Dave.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
I need
we do.
to have some scripts for you.
Ooh, excellent. We're gonna have some fun, but we'll hold off on that until we're ready to go with that. Secret project.
Secret project. I need a video editor.
Dog. Hello, Dougie. Tristan's
Wow.
Dougie.
You're
Dougie,
talking
Dougie,
to
Dougie,
two
Dougie,
video
Dougie.
editors right now, so.
Yeah, but I know, but they cost money, so.
Oh yeah,
I
we
need a
do cost
free
money
one.
because we're human beings.
Hey, I may be easy, but I'm not cheap.
Yeah.
Be one
Oh,
or the
bless.
other.
Did you
Don't
see
be both.
Did you see the dog for a second there? It's just like, I'm on camera.
I'm on camera.
Freeze.
People love me. You
Freeze
love
response.
me. You love
I know
me.
move.
You love me. You love me.
He knows when there's a camera and when his photo is being taken. I don't know how he knows what a photo is, but you hold your phone up, your camera up on your phone or whatever. He immediately starts looking away and hiding.
Well, I reckon those two noodles know what's going on because they have been quiet all evening, not moving about, and Danger Noodle's just been taking the absolute mick out of me all week. He'll float up to the top and then he'll rock over backwards like he's dead, and he'll stop breathing as well, which just isn't funny.
I think it's funny.
And I'm like, you need to stop that. Stop that now. And he doesn't listen to me and he carries on doing it, and then he'll do it again, and then he'll do it again. But I'd caught them on the, like, seeing them on there, they were shooting backwards and forwards and like wiggling up into now they've calmed down again now because I'm talking about them.
I wonder if Nikki will join us. Nikki commented on one of the videos saying that we need to, and they're right, we do need to. I do need to set the streams up in advance.
Yes, you do.
So yeah.
Yes.
I've got some time on Monday where it'll be just me in the house, so I will figure out how to do it.
I know it's a bit morbid and everything, but to give everybody apart from Dave an idea of how big these things are, this is my frozen fish donut at the moment. But you can see how big.
You know, eat that.
No.
Wow.
No, that's Sam. That's Silly Spaghetti. He died
Okay.
on Mondays, awaiting burial. But yeah, that's my fish donut. Big boy.
He's a big boy.
That's what she said.
It is.
Pop that in there. I'm just writing down notes from the work I was doing today. It was a very interesting day.
Oh yeah, do you want to? You said you had news you wanted to impart
Yes,
to the world.
I shall wait just a little bit because I did post about this on my social media, mentioned it to some friends. But they won't be here until about 9:30ish, so I might wait just a little bit. But so I'll just make my notes while you carry on.
Carry on.
Ignore me, like you usually do.
No, we don't.
No.
You're like the least ignored person.
Who's the most ignored? That's the question.
So what was that argument
Michael?
kicking off about Star Wars the other day
I
didn't see it.
that I completely missed?
It's just Craig and we have the first thing we ever spoke about. I went from a Brain Blaze live stream into a Discord audio room, and I was talking to him and Turtle, and we got into a debate about I was really into what they now call legacy Star Wars. There's hundreds of books written about Star Wars lore, and then when Disney came in, they just went, right, no more legacy Star Wars. That's gone now. We're gonna remake all the movies again with different people in. So they did that.
Oh yeah, I heard some people
They've
complaining about it.
Since they got rid of Kathleen Turner. They've been talking about redoing the ending of Rise of Skywalker, haven't they?
Do you mean
that was rude.
Ryan Johnson? No. Oh no, was it Kathleen Ryan? Oh,
it was Kathleen Turner, wasn't it?
Kathleen Turner.
She
that's
was...
right. No, Ryan Johnson was the director, I think.
Yeah.
Alex is back.
Alex has disappeared. Alex is back.
Sorry, I thought I'd do a quick gag with a fish going across my screen, and then I realized it wasn't very simple at all, and then I couldn't get my camera back.
Told you had a fishu.
I had a fish.
A technical fishu.
Yeah.
Ah,
his name is George.
No, that's George.
Good name.
Yeah.
Where is...
It's a shame I missed that one. That was one I could have got involved in.
Yeah, I'm sorry that your fish died and is now a sausage in a bag.
Yeah, he's gonna have his burial on Sunday because Little Miss wants to say goodbye to him.
Yeah.
So he'll go to the pet cemetery in the back garden over there. So
you're gonna like make it like the movie Pet Cemetery and bury him in an ancient Indian burial ground, and then it's gonna come to life as a zombie fish.
No, because that would be crap. Because it like wriggle its way out the ground and go.
Yeah.
And then right, that didn't quite work, did it? But no. There's quite a few things buried down there at the moment. There's 2 guinea pigs, several fish.
My sister has
only because
horse. My sister has a horse and dog graveyard on her property. And we were taking one of my cousins. He came over to visit, and we took him on a tour of the property. And she basically said, "So this is the horse graveyard," and sort of did her bit. And I said, "So what I'm hearing, Liz, is if I need to dispose of a body, this is the place to go because the dogs will mark it as, yes, there's a body here, and we'll be like, well, yeah, but they're all horses." So, and then my cousin lives right on the literally right on the water. Her decking fence is basically just a retaining wall, and then the ocean's right there between.
Oh, so it's a drop and plop.
Yeah, between Cleveland and North Stradbroke Island, and that whole channel is full of sharks. And her partner has a couple of canoes that he's got tied up that they take out sometimes. So I sort of looked at it, and the first time I met him, the first time I'd seen this house, I walked over and I was like, "Oh, cool! I know where I'm coming next time I need to dispose of a body." And her partner, who, as I say, first time I met him, he's a Kiwi, basically just said, yeah, the sharks usually hang out around that area. So just sort of take the canoe off. Not that I'm, he's a builder. Not that I'm, suggesting it.
Just practical.
He's a builder. He's a practical kind of guy.
If you keep that one tied to that one, strap it to the one at the back, you'll be fine.
See, you're great to go. No, he's a good guy, Brent. And he's very impressed when I looked at his shirt and I said, "Oh, you're from Whakatane." And he's like, you because I saw it written there and I knew how to pronounce it. He's like, "You know Whakatane?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got 2 mates from Whakatane." I said, guess how I remember how to say that? Guess why I remember the name of that town? I'll give you 3 guesses why I remembered the name of that town.
Dave is kissing his monetization goodbye right now.
It's a legal place name in New Zealand, Whakatane. There's quite a few places in New Zealand that start with WHAK, and the WH sound in Maori is F sound. So just saying.
That place in Thailand, isn't it? Is it Thailand?
That's why they call it Bangkok, honey.
Never been.
I saw a video on Reddit the other day. It was a Russian woman was having a having a go at some ladyboys in Thailand, and she eventually pushes one of them, and they just attack this woman.
Oh, having a go, as in having a go rather than having a go.
Yeah, no, she was like being abusive and yelling and saying horrible things about them.
Sort of stuff that I watch.
Yeah. No. But yeah, and then she pushed one of them, and then basically just like a whole swarm of what I presume were other ladyboys just like came down on her and started just pulling her around by the hair. And they really do. I mean, to be fair, at least they're very like supportive. Like they support each other in this industry. You know, and their posts are apparently quite. Well, yeah, kind of. So, in some ways, it was sort of it was sort of quite nice to see.
George sweating. Why are you sweating? You still ill, or
me
talking to ladyboys?
Well, it's not the stress of all the viewers, is it?
Someone's a little bitter.
I hope it's not.
I was getting a bit hot before, so I took it off. I was wearing this. I'll show you what I was wearing. I was wearing this beautiful Cookie Monster.
Oh,
put it away!
Oh, I want one.
It's so warm.
I bet it is.
I'm so glad that was.
I only ever need to wear it here, but hey.
Leave it alone.
I could tell you something that I was just saw recently, though. I just recently saw the Louis Theroux documentary, The Man Who Said.
Oh yes, we watched that.
Oh God.
And I know maybe everyone's sick of talking about it because it's been on everyone's mind recently. But first of all, it's kind of spooky knowing that, young kids are looking up to really nasty podcasters.
I wouldn't say spooky. Sad.
Sad. Horrifying.
Well, I mean, scary, spooky. Because boys are being, they're turning into misogynists, and these kind of,
The thing is, they're not real men. They are not real men.
No,
but don't behave like that.
Here's the thing, though. I think we're using the wrong language, honestly, because what we really should be doing is trying to figure out not how to be men, but how to be adults. Maybe if we start telling people how to do that, and not by pretending to be tough or speaking down to other people, whether it's men or women, just common sense, like respect, show decency, clean up after yourself, fix things, learn how to sew, learn how to cook, learn how to fix a light bulb, change a socket.
I mean, those are good life lessons for anyone.
All of those are in the same category,
regardless of gender.
We segregate. Well, we haven't, but there's this weird segregation that's happened, and people get on podcasts and say that there should be a difference.
I think they've got it wrong, though, haven't they? Because for them, it's all about the multiple women, fast cars, the flamboyant lifestyle, money. I can spend everything that I want, and it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, that's not what's gonna make you happy. It will for a very short amount of time.
That's what poor people say.
Until the novelty wears off, but it won't make you happy. And do you know what? I could be a millionaire. In my current circumstance, I wouldn't be happy. I could have a mansion. I don't have a mansion, but I could have a mansion. I could be spending.
But there's a difference between being a millionaire and not knowing how to spend the money, and knowing whether or not you're going to be able to pay the rent at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We all need money.
Okay, so it'd be less stressful. It'd be a less stressful lifestyle. However, I still wouldn't be happy, because I know what my happy is. I know where my happy is.
There is apparently there is a monetary limit to when
Yeah.
money does not make you happy. Like if I was given $5,000 right now, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, that would make me happy. But I
Until
am,
all your bills are paid off.
yeah.
And then you're like,
Once
I
all my
haven't got
bills are paid
$5,000
off,
anymore.
and I don't need anything, and I have everything that I need or want, and there is a monetary value, and I don't know what it is, but there is a limit. I will also say when it comes to the Louis Theroux documentary, just to follow that up a little bit more, I have also been looking at a couple of other Louis Theroux documentaries just
Yeah,
recently.
it's been kind of fun.
It has been kind of fun, and Lorelei and I are specifically going through the Wild Weekends thing that he did in the 90s. And what's interesting, if you compare that to the Manosphere one that he did recently, apart from him becoming a little bit more miserable these days, but apart from that, what I've realized is there's two episodes. There's one episode where he's investigating the porn industry, and there's one that we just
remember
watched
that one.
tonight about swingers. And in the case of both of those, the world that he investigates in both of those documentaries are so much more polite and respectful and engaging towards women than any of the people that have been in really nasty manosphere podcasts. Really
shocking.
It is. It might be just because, you know, the people in the porn industry or the people in swinging industry, they know how to talk to human beings a little bit more because that's how they do it. But if you're on a podcast complaining about the world, specifically women, you probably have never known how to grow up.
I think, you know, when people say, "Oh, if you're in a friend group and you haven't got someone who's really annoying, it's you."
Yeah.
I think that applies to that whole thing. If every woman is the problem, it's not. They're not. It's you, and it's very simple, isn't it? Like,
what if you don't have a friends group?
But you do. We're all here with you. We'll get you through it, Mark. We'll get you through it.
But none of you annoy me. Oh, fuck.
That was fantastic. Well done.
Well done. Well done.
I shall take my bow later.
Excellent. Well played, Sidar. Well played.
Indeed. Oh yeah, Alex, I was going to tell you about Subnautica.
Oh yes, okay. Let's talk about Subnautica. Yes.
Let's talk about something fun.
Like, you know, the second Subnautica game. I can't remember the guy.
I heard it's coming out. Yes.
Yeah, what's the guy's name? The
I don't know.
I
Sorry, I don't keep up
second.
with.
He was the head developer of the first game.
Yeah, you said that he was fired or something.
Yeah, the company who they brought him on to do the second game and his team, and they offered.
And then they got rid of him.
Well, they offered a $500 million bonus if they got it done within a certain time constraint.
What?
And it looked like they were going to do that, so they fired him. And he.
Look, if I was given a challenge to win £500 million, yeah, I would release a game and say, "This is it. It's shit, but if you give me that incentive, that's a bad incentive. Do it fast." And no, you don't understand how this works. This is a horrible incentive.
But he took the company to court though. And the judge was like, right, yeah, fuck you, big company. Again, I can't remember. There's a Penguin Zero video about it, which is very informative. If I remember, I'll put it in the description of this. And they basically said the company have to reinstate him, and they've put a legal extension on the bonus for all the time they messed him around. And they've said that the company are not allowed to interfere at all with the creative process of the game.
Wow. Okay. Well, I wasn't
Damn.
that engaged in Subnautica 2. Now I am. That's very interesting. And now I've got to
I didn't know anything about it.
get the game just to.
See what I
Bingo
find funny about
plays-
the
Sorry,
games
one sec, Mark.
industry.
Bingo plays Subnautica, so he's looking forward to Subnautica 2 coming out. But the only reason I knew anything about what I just said was because of the Penguin Zero video that popped up on my YouTube feed.
That is a great story. That's funny.
Oh, Tristan found the video and put it in the chat.
I just found the link to the Guardian. But the new boss tried to use ChatGPT
Yeah, I was looking
to
at
come
that.
up to make the original lawsuit, and ChatGPT.
I can't
basically
hear anybody because the screen reader is reading the link. Right, there we go. It's done now.
But ChatGPT basically told him, "You can't do this. You're not within your rights," and he just kept prompting and prompting
I
and
forgot
prompting.
about that. Yeah, he was
Until-
trying to. Yeah.
He basically forced the AI to ignore all the warnings that AI was trying to give him not to do it.
He was trying to get ChatGPT to work out how he could get out of the contract.
Oh,
Yeah, I
God.
forgot that.
So it's a massive cock, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at my shocked face.
And
Allegedly
unimaginative
about
cock,
it.
it's
Imagine.
See, the thing is, since
You gotta be a
the
cock, but at least be a
invention
creative
of the internet and being able to update things with patches, games have got worse
Agreed.
and worse and worse. Once upon a time, you bought a game and it was a finished product. All right, on occasion, squidge. You'd buy a game that was completely broken, squidge. Or squig. No, was it squidge? Squig. Fucking squig. On the ZX Spectrum. Yeah.
Ah.
Classic. Absolutely. Every man in his dog knows
Now
about
we're going back.
Everybody was looking forward to that, who owned a ZX Spectrum, because obviously that was all they had to look forward to. Get the game, and it didn't work. It did not work. You could not control it at all using a joystick, using the keyboard. It doesn't matter. It didn't work because there was a line of code missing,
Ooh.
and they released it like that. Whoopsie. So you can get it to work. You just got to insert the line of code, and you can get it to work. Yeah. But most
That's how
games
they stopped people pirating the game.
back in the day, most games they came out completed. Now they'll roll it out and they go, "Oh yeah, we need to fix this bug. We need to fix that bug." Blah blah blah. But saying that, then the diversity of the systems that these guys are now working on has to be taken into account. Once upon a time, if you were coding a game on Commodore 64, for instance, you'd be writing it for the Commodore 64, and then eventually it'd get ported over maybe for the Amstrad CPC or.
Yeah, but once upon a time they had to employ testers, and so why employ testers when you can just release the game, for a very small.
Charge people to test it.
Well, don't even charge people.
Early
for this.
access.
That's what early access is. It's just millions of, well, not millions, but thousands of new players finding a whole bunch of bugs in the program.
But unfortunately,
okay,
the majority of people who apply for early access are just knobheads who don't know anything about. They're not going to be delving through the game, finding all the little bugs that bug finders would find.
Yeah, but they're going to complain about stuff, surely, right?
Sure, but only if they find it.
You take Elite Dangerous, for example, right? So Elite Dangerous, when it was originally released.
Yeah, I know a coder who worked on that game.
It was all right, but it was absolutely bugged to hell and back. Now, it's great. Absolutely fantastic.
My child is calling me. I'll be back in a minute.
But it's taken God knows how many years now since it was first released. It's been a long time since I played it. I did the stupid thing where I I jumped out to Sagittarius A star and then got bored and didn't want to do the jump back because that'd take me another like 8 hours.
Yeah, I
Literally
played it
8
for
hours.
2 days, and then I admit it didn't do much for me. Maybe it's for
Here we can still hear Dave. Quick, everybody talk over Dave. Yelling at his kid to get back to bed or something, I'm sure. Damn it, Bingo. You were supposed to keep that chloroform rag over your face the whole night. Damn kids. Although actually my sister sent me a very cute message the other day about when she was putting my nephew to bed. As for those who don't remember, my nephew is 4. And
Oh my
where
God,
was
he's
it?
4 now.
Yeah, he's 4. Well, he'll be 4 in a couple of months, in July.
I remember the
Um,
day in which her pregnancy was announced. This is weird. This I
you were
don't
so
like.
confused.
I don't like time. This isn't good.
So, nephew, so my sister trying to get him to sleep last night, Ashley pushed me in the back. Oh no, my sister said. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay, but Ashley is naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty Ashley. But not Krishiv. Oh, is Krishiv your friend? Yes. Krishiv is my best friend, and he's not naughty, but he has 2 beds. 2 beds. Wow, lucky Krishiv. Yeah, I think he has Ashley's bed, but Ashley is still so naughty. And Liz said, oh, okay. What about nephew? Is nephew a good boy or a naughty boy? I'm a good boy. And I said to my sister, he's only a good boy because he has no younger sibling to attempt to strangle. And then I added in, pointedly, don't look at older sister. Who, to be fair, as far as I'm aware, never tried to strangle me, but we did hit each other a lot. Although apparently my nephew's Khrushchev. Yeah, there's a lot of Indian kids in the Logan area.
Right. Yep, gotcha.
Apparently, my nephew's father did try to choke one of his brothers when he was 14, and so then he had to go live with his dad for a while.
Good Lord.
But
is that the first half of July or the second half of July?
The latter half of July.
Ah, it's a good time to have a birthday.
Oh, okay. Duppy Pugs. We can see Duppy Pugs.
I see your
Duppy Pugs.
I see your Duppy Pug, and I will raise you a kitty. Kisa?
Oh, is she up there?
Kisa? Do you want to be social? Kisa?
She's gonna hiss at you again.
Yeah. Kitty.
I've got a very obedient frozen fish and a stuffed capybara.
She runs out the window.
Stare at my asshole while I run away.
That's the angle we're used to seeing her at. So to be fair, she usually has her back to us. Oh, dogs get spoiled. Actually, when I was in London today, I was walking from Embankment Underground up to Charing Cross Station, and it's like an alleyway, and there's a lot of it's one of those typical London alleyways full of shops and older buildings and stuff. And there was a homeless guy with his dog, and some woman came up to him and gave him a sandwich she bought from the Pret-a-Manger, that he was sitting in front of, and gave it to him. And I just watched as he opened it and he started eating it, and then he opened up his bag and he took out some meat sticks for the dog. And so it was like, well, if I'm having dinner, the dog has to have dinner. And so he just gave it to this dog, and I was like, oh, that feels like orphan crushing machine sweet. Like, it's sweet, but also it's just very sad
that could have been so much funnier though. He could have opened up the sandwich, taken half of it, gone to offer it to the dog, and the dog just go, no, thank you.
It's a very well behaved and well trained dog. I'll give him that. It was a lovely dog.
Do you know what is one thing about homeless people with dogs? Their dogs are always well cared for and looked after as best they can.
Yeah,
a real dog owner would have given him half the sandwich.
Well, I'll be honest. If there'd been like a pet store or even just like a shop that had a pet food section, I probably would have gone and bought him bought a bag of kibble or something, just a small one for the dog that he could carry around. But
take him a couple of pouches of the wet dog food over, and you hand it over, and he rips the top off and starts eating it, and you're like,
although, well, I mean, hey, I'm sure there are
Okay, well,
days
you do
where-
you. He's like, best meal I've had in ages. Tastes like char-grilled steak.
Hey, Craig Charles ate dog food for an episode of Red Dwarf. So if
And it
it's
was
good enough
real
for
dog food
Lister,
too.
it was real dog
He
food.
did.
Hello,
Good
Braised
enough
Sofa
for
Dog.
him.
In gravy. And it's going to taste delicious.
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 You
I
stink.
know why dogs lick their balls now.
Get off.
So-
Horrible
Please
beast.
take a taste of the food. So,
Has anybody said their favorite Chuck Norris jokes yet?
no, because I don't know any.
Oh boy. Well, where's that Reddit thread I showed you earlier?
You have a full list of Chuck Norris.
Here we go. So Reddit immediately hopped onto this and said, "What's your favorite Chuck Norris joke of all time?"
Reddit. This is what Reddit was made for.
It's got over
like
1,400 answers,
Thank you.
and the mod
Enough,
team
Sofa Dog.
for the because it's on the Ask Reddit subreddit. One of the mods has written, "This was reported as rule breaking, but everyone knows Chuck Norris doesn't follow rules. Rules follow
Rules
Chuck.
follow Chuck Norris.
Just ask for mercy." So I appreciate the mods kept it up. Okay, there are no Chuck Norris jokes, just Chuck Norris facts. Chuck Norris can
I like that
believe
one.
it's not butter. Chuck Norris out pizzas the hut. When my wife and I make love, she pretends I'm Chuck Norris and I pretend I'm her. I quite like that one. Monsters check under their bed for Chuck Norris. There are no bridges named after Chuck Norris because no one crosses Chuck Norris, which is not actually true. Apparently, there is a bridge in Slovakia that they had a public poll for the name of a new bridge. Chuck Norris absolutely won. Everyone calls that bridge Chuck Norris Bridge. I've never heard anyone call the bridge by any other name. Apparently,
Bridgie
the same thing
McBridgeface.
happened. Yeah, apparently the same thing happened in Budapest in Hungary. Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups; he pushes the earth down. Chuck Norris won a staring contest against the sun.
Yeah, he waited until nighttime.
Yeah.
No, and somebody wrote,
That's a good one.
somebody
I win.
wrote-
One so far.
imagine Chuck Norris standing there, not realizing it was the year of the eclipse, and after 6 months of staring at old yellow, she blinks. Chuck Norris once picked an apple from an orange tree and made lemonade with it. Apparently, there's a bit in The Expendables 2 where Stallone says to him, "I heard you got bit by a king cobra." And Chuck Norris says, "That's true." And after 5 days of extreme agony, the cobra died.
Chuck Norris
Nope.
doesn't have a chin. He just has another fist under his beard.
Yeah, I said
Family
that
Guy.
today.
Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out of it. Chuck farted once. Scientists now refer to this as the Big Bang.
Jesus.
Chuck Norris had a huge bear as a rug. It's not dead. It's just too afraid to move. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. Chuck Norris can divide by 0. And Chuck Norris calculated the last digit of pi. Oh, here's another good one. Jesus could walk on water. We all know this. But Chuck Norris could swim on land.
I'm glad that we've decided to just read out memes tonight. I'm all for this. I want to do this more.
Chuck Norris won a game of Connect 4 in 3 moves. Chuck Norris's tears can cure cancer. Too bad Chuck Norris never cried. Chuck Norris is the leading donor of blood in the world. Too bad it's not his. Oh, Chuck Norris learned he could bottle his own urine and sell it for its energetic properties. It's now sold under the brand Red Bull. Oh, I like this one. Chuck Norris invented ground beef by throwing a cow through a chain link fence. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, yeah. Giraffes were created when Chuck Norris gave a horse an uppercut. Oh, yeah. The old Chuck Norris once visited the Virgin Islands. Now they're just known as the Islands.
The islands.
When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he had 3 missed calls from Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris filmed a documentary about the invention of the first camera. Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience. I like Terry Pratchett's version of that. Vimes has near-death experience, which means Death has to have a near Vimes experience.
Yeah.
Death wanted to retire, so Chuck Norris agreed to take his place. Chuck Norris says,
Could you
I
just
have become...
imagine? So the Grim Reaper turns up for Chuck, and he's like, "Oh shit, you?" And Chuck's like, "Me." And Grim Reaper's like, "Fuck this shit, I quit."
Chuck Norris is like, "You're lucky I was ready."
Chuck Norris, fire escapes were invented so fire could escape from Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris learned to read from a book he wrote. Chuck Norris is the reason why Waldo is hiding. This one I like is a very personal one, which works better when it's typed. You people are ridiculous. He couldn't possibly have done all these outrageous things you claim. If that stuff was true, he'd show up right now and bash my face into my keyboard. I appreciated that one. Chuck Norris can hit 2 stones with 1 bird. Chuck Norris invented zombies so he could kill everyone twice. Chuck Norris doesn't sleep. He waits. Superman wears Chuck Norris pajamas. This is one Michael should be here for. Chuck Norris doesn't use the periodic table because the only element he recognizes is the element of surprise. States of matter include solid, liquid, gas, and Chuck Norris.
Do you think Michael couldn't be poisoned?
I think he's built up tolerance.
Sounds like an experiment you're going to take. Chuck Norris once threw a grenade and killed 50 people. Then it exploded. Chuck Norris lost his virginity before his dad did. Chuck Norris can unscramble eggs. How many push-ups can Chuck Norris do? All of them. And this one, cause of death. Chuck Norris decided it was time. 86? I'll show you 86. Having conquered every challenge in this life, Chuck embarked on the next. I rather like that one.
It's quite funny because 86 is a term for axing a line, isn't it? So,
he 86'd him.
Back in the day, you used to go down to Dixon's and Curry's, and some things would be 80, such and such 86 pence.
Yeah, you 86.
Yeah, so it'd be like 20.86 or like £30 and 86 pence. If it was 86 pence, it'd be an end of line.
There you go.
Chuck True, Norris but very boring story.
Chuck Norris was once pulled over by a Nevada state trooper. Being a man who respects law enforcement, Chuck Norris let the trooper off with a warning. When God said, "Let there be light," Chuck Norris said, "Say please." Sorry, Dave. Did I break you a little?
I was drinking.
Sorry. You don't bury Chuck Norris. The ground sees him coming and moves out of the way. Here we go. The Ninja Turtles were a true story. One time, Chuck Norris ate a live turtle, and when he shit it out, it was 6 foot tall and knew karate. A zookeeper once saw Chuck Norris sitting with the meanest tiger in the zoo. He whispered, "Be very careful and don't make any sudden movements." The tiger responded, "I won't. Just get me out of here." Chuck Norris completed the Pokédex and Pokemon Go from a landline that was rotary. Oh, dear. Chuck Norris can build a snowman from rain. There's the one about another fist under his beard.
Save a dog.
When Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mother home from the hospital.
That's cute.
A man was stranded on the roadside out of gas. Chuck pulls up, gives the man a silent nod, and proceeded to piss in the man's gas tank. 15 years later, and that car is still driving without a refill. And that truck is now known as Optimus Prime, someone is asking. Chuck Norris can pop a wheelie on a unicycle. When Chuck Norris moved out, he turned to his dad and said, "You're the man of the house now." These are great. I'm getting a lot of repeats at this point. Chuck Norris's cowboy boots are made from real cowboys. Chuck Norris hides a pillow under his gun. Chuck Norris can touch MC Hammer. Chuck Norris can gargle peanut butter. Chuck Norris filled out his own death certificate. Chuck Norris doesn't have to read. He stares menacingly at books and they give up their information. Chuck Norris wears other people's hearts on his sleeves. I like the double entendre there. Chuck Norris doesn't go hunting. He goes killing, as hunting implies the chance of failure. This is a good one. Chuck Norris is a virgin. He can't lose his virginity because Chuck never loses. Good one.
I saw someone with that on a shirt the other day. It said, "I'm a virgin because I never lose."
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right.
It's lame if it's not Chuck Norris.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it was Chuck Norris wearing the shirt, so it was fine. Once Chuck Norris did a cameo in Star Wars. He played the Force. Chuck Norris has simply walked into Mordor. Chuck Norris does not own a stove, microwave, or grill because revenge is a dish best served cold. When Chuck Norris jumps into water, he doesn't get wet. The water gets Chuck. A kick to the head from Chuck Norris has the potential to alter your DNA. Generations from now, your descendants will fall to the ground, clutching their head as they yell, "What the hell was that?" Chuck Norris grinds his coffee with his teeth and boils the water with his own rage. Oh, here we go. Chuck Norris could speak Braille. Oh, dear. Chuck Norris once visited a feminist convention. He left with his shirt ironed and a sandwich.
Oh my god.
Chuck
Ladies.
Norris knows Victoria's Secret. He also once strangled a man with a cordless phone.
There's someone new in the chat.
There's someone new in the chat.
There may have been half hour ago. They're probably not there now.
Oh no!
Wondering what the hell's going
I wasn't
on.
watching the chat. I was too busy reading. Everything.
Is that
Maybe I
a
need to
depth
reload.
lock?
Oh god, Chuck Norris doesn't use toilet paper. That's why grizzly bears are brown. When Chuck Norris
That's okay.
drinks
Mark
too much...
already said hello to that person.
Oh, okay. When Chuck Norris drinks too much, he doesn't throw up. He throws down. Chuck Norris doesn't follow the laws of physics. The laws of physics follow Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris once created a rock so heavy even he couldn't lift it. Then he lifted it anyway.
The depth lock's still here.
Hey!
Yay.
Fantastic.
This is the only person who's not us.
Chuck Norris's calendar goes from March 31st directly to April 2nd because no one fools Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris died 20 years ago. The Grim Reaper just now worked up the courage to tell him. Oh, God. You know why Chuck Norris is always on top during sex? Because Chuck never fucks up.
I don't like that one.
No.
That's just silly.
If you have $5 and Chuck Norris has $5, Chuck Norris has more money than you. Chuck Norris can cut through knife with butter. Oh, here we go. Ladies, the fastest way to a man's heart is with Chuck Norris's fist. Oh, here we go. Somebody's being very optimistic. Chuck Norris didn't die. He got promoted to God. The world will start to get better now.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd like to think that's true.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris went back in time and roundhouse kicked the bullet meant for JFK. JFK's head blew up in amazement. Oh, here we go. Chuck Norris once won an international poker tournament with a 2 of clubs, a skip from the game Uno, and a get out of jail card from the game Monopoly. Chuck Norris once brought a knife to a gunfight and left with a brand new gun. Chuck Norris's daughter lost her virginity. Chuck Norris went and got it back. Oh my god. Chuck Norris doesn't have human nipples. Instead, he has 2 Dodge Ram emblems that steam while he's having sex. Here's a nice one. Chuck Norris doesn't use Chat GPT. Chat GPT asks Chuck Norris. I like that. Chuck Norris simultaneously knows both the exact position and speed of a particle.
Well done.
When ghosts go camping, they sit around a fire and tell Chuck Norris stories. Somebody said, I just heard about his death. In other news, Chuck Norris is going to be hosting his own funeral and will be all 6 pallbearers. Chuck Norris has the confidence to fart when he has diarrhea. Not going up with that one.
That was mildly terrifying. My electric drum kit is running through one of the amplifiers, and there's something wrong with the triggering system for one of the cymbals needs recalibrating. So every now and again, it just goes in the background.
You need to program it so it goes.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris once went skydiving and his.
And what happened?
We've lost the Lorelei. Oh no. Her microphone. Lorelei.
We'll never know now.
To find my. Do you want my microphone? I can run the emergency. I can run. You're all right. Don't panic, everybody.
That's really strange. I've just got the welcome to live chat notification come up again, which means that I was booted and come back in very quickly.
I lost Lorelei, but I've got everyone else still.
Am I there now?
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. There we go.
Is the stream still
died.
running?
Yeah.
Oh, is your microphone, was it? Okay.
Yeah,
Mark
no, my
is asking,
microphone.
are there any questions for the chat?
Oh, yeah.
I'll plug that into.
No, we don't have any questions.
Let's give our one watcher a chance to ask a question. Now we have to wait 15 or 20 seconds so they get the message.
Do we ask Mark a question, or does Mark ask us a question?
I can ask you a question if you want me
Someone from the chat is supposed to ask us a question.
Oh, please ask questions. We are not qualified to answer, but we will.
Okay, here's the darkest Chuck Norris one in the thread, of my opinion. A certain German dictator from the very famously in the 1940s.
You can say Hitler.
Things. Okay, Hitler committed suicide. Hitler committed suicide because he found out Chuck Norris was Jewish.
Can you unsay things? I need Chuck Norris to unsay that. Not saving this VOD.
Okay, that's the end of the jokes. That's the end of the thread. All the good ones, anyway.
Question. I can't read it all though. I can read most of it. But...
we have a question. Is there a question?
Any thoughts about Google wanting to stop side loading?
Oh, on Android. Yes, I do have thoughts on that.
Well, go ahead. Tell us your special thoughts.
Well, it depends on what you want to... It's not going to affect 95% of Android users the same way that it didn't when Apple did it. It will make Android a safer platform for people who don't know what they're doing. But it'll piss off the nerds who want to put dodgy shit on their phones. So I really don't think it's going to make that much difference to, again, 95% of Android users.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have thoughts?
So basically,
I don't know anything that it's about. What it's about.
Okay, assuming I picked up the same idea as the chat asker. Sideloading is when you can put apps onto your phone without using the Play Store or the App Store.
So in the same way that Apple uses the Apple App Store,
yeah,
Android has you can
Play
have
Store.
Demi
the ability
Fraggle's
to
here.
just
Hi, Demi
download
Fraggle.
programs.
Yeah, but at the moment you can choose to not use the Play Store to install apps on your Android device. Google are talking about taking that from the Android users and shockingly copying Apple.
Yeah,
they kind of tried to implement it a while ago, though, didn't they? And all you do is you go to the developer options, tap 8 times to unlock it, go into developer options, switch on the option to load stuff from other sources, and then load on what you want.
Yeah, here's the thing with
they're going to take that away.
If you
I
are the
believe.
sort of person who
No.
wants to download unofficial
unofficial
apps,
applications,
unofficial programs onto your mobile device, you're gonna find a way to do it. If you're the sort of person who wants unofficial things, you're gonna find a way to do it.
See, so the thing is that
that's basically what Dave has said. Most it's not going to be that effective towards most people who own a mobile phone.
Nobody's going to. Well, there's about 95% of people aren't going to care.
Unless you're a hacker. If you are a hacker and want to do specific things, then
you're probably going to be using your own written phone OS.
Yeah.
That's what.
The only times
I
I've used
Apple
the years,
everything, and I get everything from the App Store, and I don't care because that's the machine and the phone that I use day to day. I have computers kicking around that I use to fuck around with, and they run Linux, and I can put whatever the fuck I want on them.
Yeah, over the years, I've only ever used it for things like programs that won't run on the current Android operating system. There was one I got a little drone that I successfully flew into my child, but yeah. So, but it wouldn't. I can't go to the Play Store and get that program. I've got to download it and install it the other way. Even though it's written for an older version of Android, it still works absolutely fine. Apart from the fact the idiot controlling it can't control it. And
blame the software.
You know what I mean?
Bloody third-party software.
It is third-party software. It is.
It's not your fault. If it was
definitely Chinese.
But is that the only way to control it, through your mobile phone?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That is okay. Now it'll become problematic because
Well, it won't, because after I crashed it into her and she started crying, I put it away and I ain't touched it since.
That's fair enough. But what if someone like myself would like to buy it off you? That will be a problem. I cannot. I only have an iPhone. Not that I like that.
Then you wouldn't be able to use it anyway, probably.
I think the problem there is that the drone is. Yeah, don't do that. How are you supposed that? I've got bigger problems now. I mean, now I want to complain to the drone manufacturers and say, "Oh, what are you doing? This is stupid. You're gonna do it on Android." And now I'm getting annoyed.
See, the thing
I don't even have it.
Anybody who sells a product like that will just have to make their app secure enough to get into the Play Store, which isn't difficult because Google doesn't give a fuck. It's slightly harder to get stuff into the App Store, but not much. I think it stands to overall slightly improve the security of the apps that people will have on their phone. What does our question?
Just another way to control what we can install on our phones, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Then just buy a phone, wipe it, and put your own OS on it. It's not difficult.
I could, but I don't want to because it's hassle. It means doing.
Some Ordinary Gamers has many videos explaining how to do this.
I do know.
I should get paid for the amount of the amount of love I give to Some Ordinary Gamers and Charlie from Penguin Zero.
Dave.
Oh yeah, Penguin Zero. Gotta love Penguin Zero.
We have somebody else as well. Hello.
Hello.
Dave, you
I'm
use
not even going to try and
Linux.
pronounce that.
Snippy?
I have some Linux systems, yeah.
You're a nerd. I approve.
We've got a gaming rig at the moment running Arch Linux.
Wait, hang on. You have a gaming rig set up using Linux?
Yeah, Arch.
I've never heard anyone doing that. That's amazing.
What you just when you've set it up, you just type in the sudo command to install Steam, and it just downloads Steam, and you can use Steam. But it's faster because it's not dragging Windows behind it.
Oh my god, all these years I've been worrying about getting a gaming PC. My kettle makes Steam.
Well, there you go. You're sorted.
Yeah. I mean,
That
the other
would be very good,
thing
though.
you could do
It'd
is
take
just
ages to build.
buy a Steam machine. Is that
You
what
could
it's
do
called?
that. They also run on Linux.
Yeah, what you've basically done is created your very own Steam machine, basically.
Yeah, but it was free because Arch is free, and I had an old computer kicking around that I just put a bit more RAM in. But Linux will run more things on less resources because it's absolute bare bones.
This is
Breaking
fascinating.
news. Dave rams his
I am
PC.
very impressed. This is really cool. When I hear someone who actually knows about computers, I go, "Yep."
Smile and nod, pretend like I also follow along.
But if
I get the gist, but I'm not gonna pretend like I know how to put together my own. I mean, I am curious about building my own computer now that I know what bits are in it, and it's easier to know these days how to put it together. But I just don't have the,
you can't put a computer together wrong. If you've got all the bits,
you can very
but
easily.
you can't put a RAM stick onto the board the wrong way; it won't fit.
Yeah,
you
but
can't put the cards in the wrong slots.
He's very talented.
I'm very good at doing
but you can mismatch components.
You can mismatch.
Well,
components,
I've played PC simulation. I've played that game where you build your own PC.
Yeah,
on a PC, and yeah, I've gotten to use the cooling gel many times.
Yeah,
I don't know what I just did to that computer, but it's bad.
I have all the brand names in my head now, and I can't think of thermal paste. That's the
thermal paste is what I meant to say, not cooling gel. Cooling gel is different.
Yes.
See,
my laptop
I've screwed this up. I've put together this metaphorical computer wrong. You said I couldn't do it wrong. I did it wrong, and I'm not even. Doesn't even exist. That computer just blew up.
My laptop here is definitely evidence that you can put a computer together wrong.
Tristan, this is your field. What are your thoughts on Linux?
You're talking about nerds now. My kitchen has a cabinet that I custom built, which holds all of my computers. 2 of which are Linux based. 1 is Windows based because it needs to be.
I just love that Dave built his own computer once and invited all his friends to use it, and they all were very excited until they realized he didn't have a computer monitor.
Yeah, the first PC I ever built, that was I had people like build me PCs out of spares and stuff, but the first one I actually put together myself had I think a 20 gigabyte hard drive, a Pentium 2 700.
Ooh, Tristan's getting his gear out.
250.
Let's do that on YouTube, man.
Oh, sorry. I forgot we're monetized, aren't we?
256 megabytes of RAM. It was a beast at the time. But yeah,
I remember those.
Got myself a nice keyboard. Didn't have a mouse because mice are for losers. And had a lovely speaker system for it and no monitor.
I just love the stories of you. Yeah, you want to use my computer? Sure. Good luck.
It's a really secure. You don't need a password if you haven't got a screen.
I mean, that's very true.
Just out of interest, did any of them turn around and go, Dave, how do you see what you're doing? And you went, funny story.
At which point they turn around and go, "You're blind? Ooh, nice.
Stop flashing your balls, Tristan.
Stop playing with the tip of it like that.
Stroking his balls on.
What's your Linux
Ball
flavor of
out.
choice, Tristan?
I have blue balls as well.
Ah, blue balls.
Smash
Very
that.
pretty, Tristan.
Thank you.
You have the nicest balls I've ever seen on a man. Take
Dear.
that. Clips out of
Okay.
context. Oh boy. What was your question to Tristan, Dave? What's his best setup?
What's your Linux flavor of choice?
They come in flavors?
Linux flavor.
I use either Ubuntu or Debian.
I've not tried Debian yet.
It's a good one.
Ubuntu.
To be honest, I only put Arch. I only used Arch because I wanted to see if I could do it. I wouldn't recommend it at all as for a beginner Linuxer.
I do have the Steam Deck, which runs Arch, but I haven't really played with the desktop mode on that too much yet.
I was saying if like Alex, for example, was going to take his first dive into Linux, I wouldn't recommend Arch.
I do not want to take my any dive into Linux.
You should. You
I
really
should not.
You should.
Whee!
I'll tell you why. Look,
Scrooge
quick
McDuck's
story. I'll
again.
tell you exactly why I don't want to get into Linux. Linux is the system and the reason why Toy Story 2 almost got completely deleted.
Oh, I remember that story.
So what happened was, because you have
God
to
bless
type in
maternity
certain
leave.
codes to work on the programs that was going on at the time. So one person and on one particular night just went doop-a-doop-a-doo, and then all of the characters, all the models, all the animations, everything that had happened throughout the entire system just got deleted fairly slowly until the guy figured out what was going on and went, "Oh no!" and then fix it up, and about 90% of it got deleted.
No way, because that would have been pre-solid state. That data would have still been there.
It apparently wasn't, but the good thing was it was the director. The director at the time, she was actually
she was on maternity leave, working from home.
She was working from home, so she was constantly taking her own stuff, picking it up in a hard drives, taking it to her place, and then copying it to her computer. So when they discovered, oh my God, you're the only one with the real full copy of this movie, we're going to go over to your house right now, pick up this giant. It was a huge computer. It's nowhere near as if you're thinking standard tower. No, it's the size of a giant set of drawers. It was huge. And they said,
I've got an old Dell server rack thing at my mum's that weighs 50 kilos.
Yikes.
That's a beast, that is.
Man. So yeah,
you turn it on, you got the window open, you can hear it outside.
They have put a fix into Linux. You can't do that so easily anymore.
Well, yeah.
That's why they learned.
The person did run the command, delete everything on my computer.
Okay, that was a stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny that.
Are they trying to hide?
Crunch timelines. Who knows?
I find it interesting that one of them is Ubuntu, because that is, I think the translation of it is "I am because we are." If I'm not very much mistaken.
I have no idea.
I would look it up, but both my devices are in use.
Could you ask the question again? I was reading a message from tomorrow.
That's right. Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. We do it in the. Oh,
Ubuntu.
Oh, what's Tristan showing us?
oh my God! Yeah.
Oh no.
How big is that?
It's
Weird.
40. No, it's 2, 4, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 18. Yeah, it's about 40 rack units. So each one's about an inch, whatever that is, plus a bit more.
Is that the one you've got in your kitchen?
That's the one that's in my kitchen.
Awesome. I love your house.
Where else are you going to put it?
Dave is jealous and wants your house.
I've lost the stop sharing button now. Where's that gone?
For those of you who aren't in the chat and couldn't see it, that's what it looks like.
Does the screen share not go live?
I don't think it does.
Because we
It
watched
does.
the video. We watched a video the other week.
Wait, I barely remember what I did yesterday.
I don't know if it went live. I assume at least the sound went up, but yeah, because
Oh, we watched
Tristan-
your reply to.
Tristan played
news
Oh,
played
that's
my
right.
apology. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Did you actually watch the follow-up the original video, George?
No, I didn't.
No, you
I only
didn't.
heard that.
He's just seen the apology for no reason.
It's just the apology.
That's a shame. Lorelai worked really hard on that.
I did it. I really did. I had a lot of fun doing it, actually.
Should we watch it now? Just for George. Tristan's the only one who knows how to do it.
I can bring it up if we really want.
I can do it in my in my own time.
I don't know if it's
Or I
Tristan's
might
the
need
only
help
one who
trying to
knows how to
find
do
it.
it, or Tristan's the only one who's brave enough to
I
Not
don't know
click
whether
the wrong
that'll
thing and
show. Is that
show his
actually
whole screen.
showing?
I mean,
It's
sort
fucked,
of,
isn't
but
it?
I can't read what it says.
Can't read it. Focus, you bastard. No, fuck
My
it.
screen's not
Okay.
big enough.
Never mind.
My neighbours are having a to-do.
Oh dear. To do. Well, since Terry is now in the chat, shall
Hi,
I tell
Terry.
you about my day? Hi, Terry. Shall I tell you about my day?
Did the person who asked me the question and probably now regrets it say anything else?
People mostly worry about the open source developers that distribute through F-Droid. But yeah, 95% of people will not notice. I'm looking into Linux as well.
Fair.
Then Terry said, I use a Mac, I plug it in, and it does what I tell it to. And I said,
Yeah.
same, Terry, same.
That's the beauty of the Mac system. And just to go back to what Mark was saying earlier, which I've now forgotten, which makes the point I was going to make kind of moot. I just literally lost
You
8
just lost
paragraphs of text that I had in my head ready to go out.
Oh,
No, again.
Oh, you got it back. Yay.
Mac will always be a fundamentally more stable platform than Android, simply because they only have a few devices that they have to make everything run on. So if you look at the current supported run of Macs, iPads, phones, it's probably 30 devices. I doubt anyone can put a number on the amount of different devices that run Android that are out there even. So it has to be much more flexible, which then leads to more problems for compatibility, is my view. But I'm happy to be debated on that.
I'll take your word for it because I have no fucking idea about any of what you've talked about for the last 20 odd minutes.
Other nerd, what do you think?
You got a choice of nerds here, mate.
You got a choice. I would agree with you. It's the same as Windows.
Yeah.
Apple Mac. Apple only have to support however many versions of the Mac laptop are out each year, which is probably 3 or 4, with a few different variances in hard drive sizes. Whereas Windows, Microsoft have to support, probably getting close to 100 different manufacturers of devices, as well as the build your own DIYers who mix and match hardware. Apple can be very secure in the fact that they know exactly what is running their software, whereas Windows, Microsoft, Apple, Windows, Microsoft, Google, and Android could be running on so many different possibilities of hardware.
Yeah. I mean, I switched to Mac 6 years ago, and for daily, just as a daily driver, there is no way I would ever go back to Windows. There's just the reliability. He says as his MacBook bursts into flames. It's just there's nothing. You turn it on and it's there in seconds. Ready to go.
When I'm back at home and I have to do tech support for my parents, I sit in front of their Windows computer and I'm like, okay, I have to try and remember how to use Windows. I don't remember how to use Windows.
And when you open an app and it doesn't open, and you're like, "It's broken." Oh no, it's just Windows. It takes time.
Yeah. Dear.
Yes. So please do tell us about your day.
About my day. Well, itty wellity. So I spent the day looking into some family history. I'm trying to figure out how to start this story. So my mom's dad, so my maternal granddad, we knew he served in World War II. We knew he'd been captured and spent most of the war in a POW camp. He came home. He presumably had sex with my grandmother in around Christmas, December, because then my mom and her sister were born in 1946. And apparently my great-grandmother was horrified because she believed the only way you got twins was by having sex twice in one night. So
that's the thing.
Well, hey, I mean, she was probably born in the 1800s, so and then so he came home, had massive survivor's guilt, and died when my mom was 19, and that was pretty much everything I knew about my granddad. So my sister has been doing some research, and through the help of ChatGPT, apparently, I don't know what she asked it, but she managed to find our granddad's World War II service file, which is held at the National Archives here in London, in Kew Gardens. So I signed up, booked a room, booked the file, because you have to sort of like pre-order ahead. And I went in today, and I went and got my National Archive. Oh, you can't see it very well. It's dark in here. I got an official National Archive. They call them a reader's card for some reason. I don't really know why.
I know why.
Why?
Because they used to be on, all the information used to be on the microfiche readers.
Oh, there you go. So my little National Archives card, I'm very proud of it. And I was holding in my hands his file, and went all through it. There was a bit there, not a huge amount, but it had like his original sign-up file, and it had like his when they do like the health exam to see if he's fit to be his fitness exam, and a few other bits and pieces and stuff. So I learned total time in the Army was 5 years and 320 days. Total reckonable overseas service was 4 years and 174 days. He was in the cavalry of the line. His trade was van man. That was his occupation, van man.
Van man, yeah.
The man with a van.
See, if it was nowadays, he'd be like a logistics.
Yeah.
A couriering logistics expert.
Yeah, courier logistics expert. He was 5'6", 138 pounds, bastard. His chest measurement girth, I don't know why
I've
they
had
took
poos
that.
bigger than 138 pounds.
Was 36.5 inches. His complexion was described as fresh. Blue eyes, brown hair. Distinctive marks. Apparently had an appendix scar, which I had no idea. But he signed up in 1939, and he was in the UK until 1940, and then so in November 1940, he traveled from the UK over to Egypt, and he was in Egypt from December 1940 till February 1941. Then he was sent to Greece in 1941, and he was there until the 28th of April 1941, which was when the Battle of Crete occurred. It was an absolute shit show for the Allies. The Germans won. He was declared missing, and then the next day he was registered as a POW at Comp de Corinth. He was a POW at Stalag 18A from August 41, transferred to Stalag 383 in September 44, and then sent home May 1945. So he spent all that time, the better part of 4 years, in a POW camp in Germany. Apparently his skin was healthy and his oral hygiene was described as fair. My personal favorite is when he was doing his discharge physical. Any obvious evidence of psychoneuroses, mental disease, or allied conditions. 4.5 years POW, which might account for his somewhat strange manner. Not quite sure what that means, but given he had a lot of survivor's guilt and probably a fuck ton of PTSD, yeah, but it was really interesting to hold these documents and to see his signature and how sort of and just to sort of see it was interesting because there was something about it kept saying rank in present war, and I'm like, present war? I'm a little concerned about that phrasing. That phrasing sounds very present. I don't like where this is going. But yeah, he was captured. His family was notified. He was captured in April, and his family was notified in July. And yeah, I mean, it must have been hell for my grandma. She was at home. She was here in the UK with my uncle, who was 3, I think, when the war broke out. But yeah, it was really interesting and really. I got a bit a moose, a couple of times where I was like, as I say, seeing his signature and his handwriting. This man I've never had the chance to meet because he died so young, 20 years before I was born. My sister I was texting my sister because I took photos of the entire file because you're allowed to do that. And I was sending them to my mom and my sister. My sister was awake because it was 11 o'clock p.m. her time. And we were texting back and forth for a bit. And she was like, is there a photo? Is there a photo? I'm like, no, there's no photos. She's like, I want to know what he looked like. I was like, well, Mom does have one photo somewhere. She got a few. Try it from that. But and then I found, because when you go to the National Archives, you can access part of ancestry.com for free from there, which is really cool. So I found my great granddad, who fought in World War I. I found part of his record that was digitized, but the microfilm had been damaged, it had been burnt, so it wasn't fully legible. There were parts of it around the edges that you couldn't fully see. But yeah, and it kept referring, it kept saying, next of kin, and then it said, then it had if he's married, if he has kids or whatever, and it said name of the woman, particulars of the woman to whom he is married. And it was you couldn't just say wife, particulars of wife. Why is it woman to whom married? My grandma, I did know a little bit. I think I met her about half a dozen times before she died when I was about 13. I am gonna have to post some of these on like some of the handwriting subs on subreddit, because I just cannot read some of the handwriting. It's very it's
It's of an age.
It's of an age. I mean, it's not like some of it's legible, some of it's just like I have no idea what that means.
Hi Tim, I see you in the chat.
But yeah, it was really fascinating to I found his where was it? His certificate of passing to test of competence to drive. I love how they just Road Traffic Acts 1930-1934. So basically his like army driver's license, which just gave me a giggle.
There was an old guy who used to come in the pub years ago, and he said the driving test back then when you joined the army was, "You can drive, can't you, son?" No, sir. You can drive now, son.
Wow.
I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but to give you an idea, that's when I opened the folder, and that was sort of all the pages that I had. I think that photo's actually went upside down, but to give you an idea. So yeah, it was very cool. I had to go into like this special room to have a look at them because of I presume the age of the documents, and they were in pretty good condition, I gotta say. A bit torn on some sides and a bit faint to read some of the pencil they'd written on it with, but yeah, it was just really, I mean, if you ever find out that you've got family who have records in the National Archives, you just need to prove you just need a photo ID and something with your address on it, and you go in for free, and it's brilliant and fantastic, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who's got interest in history or genealogy. Or I saw they had on display a parchment roll from Edward II's coronation. So it was like his proclamation of his coronation. And they had the official statement from King Edward VIII's abdication in 1936 was on display in another cabinet. So I got to see that, which was really cool. But yeah, no, it was really fascinating. I'm really glad I did it. I hope I get to find more things that make me go back there that I can look at, because I was like, oh, I'm so cool. I feel like an actual researcher and historian. And the woman on the table across from me, she was looking at these really old books from like, I don't know, the 1700s. I have no idea what she was researching. But she had these books.
Why didn't you ask her?
Well, because it was a library and you're not supposed to talk.
You could have asked her quietly.
Be nosy. Well, I didn't want to be obviously nosy.
Yeah, I was going to say, yes, you did.
Subtly nosy.
You just lost on this occasion.
But yeah, no, it was really fascinating and just really, really cool. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what else can I like try and figure out to go look up that I want to see, that I could maybe try and get to look at.
What excuse can I make to try and do?
Yeah, what excuse can I kind of just to see, like, how far back can I get to start? Can I see like Shakespeare's folios or something? I don't know. Are they held in the National Archives? Maybe, I don't know, but it would be cool. It would be very cool.
Well, you just need to up your YouTube career,
Well, yeah.
I used to watch just Brady, what's his name, constantly just go into the similar archives and say, right, can I see something cool? And they say, yeah.
Yeah, but that's so faked. That would have taken weeks of planning in advance.
Well,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that yet.
But I mean, I had to watch. So when you sign up for it, so you sign up on the National Archives page, and they give you a temporary reader number. And before you can, or part of the process is you have to watch like a 7-minute video that tells you how to handle all their documents. So how to handle, I got lucky because all my granddad's forms, they weren't stapled together or anything. So I could just pick them up, hold them, wave them around, do whatever the fuck I wanted with them, other than not damage them. But other than that, go for it. But some of them are tagged, and you have to be really careful. And then it showed you what to do if you are reading scrolls or old books, or how to handle letters with seals and wax seals on them and everything. So I don't know. I think there's probably a lot you could potentially request, because they don't ask you why. You don't have to justify why you're looking for it. You don't have to say, oh, I'm researching this, or I'm related to this person or whatever. It's just you put in a request. They see if they can find it, and they let you know. And if they do, great, fantastic, off you go. And if they don't, put in a request for something else, I guess. But
keep going.
Yeah.
You don't succeed.
Just keep going till they say no, really. And then if they say no, just try something else. But it was really fascinating, and I'm really glad I went. And I wish I'd had my sister or my mom with me to look at these files. My cousin, who's like my cousin 3 times removed or something, she's like my great grandmother and her great grandmother were sisters, and she's been doing this whole family tree research for years. And I texted her and said, I just went to the National Archives to see Granddad's file. I'll send you the photos if you want. And she was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I've never done anything like that. That's fantastic. Please send me the pictures and all this sort of stuff. And I'm hoping to meet up with her before I head home. So we'll have an interesting conversation, I think, about all the family history she's managed to research and everything. So I'm going to look forward to that. But yeah, it was really, I don't know, it kind of puts a lot of things in perspective, especially to read. I know the war happened and people were put in, concentrate in
yeah, but it's different when it's
well,
your people.
It's different when it's your people, and when you're actually reading, he was in Greece, and then he was in, to actually find the POW camp he was held at, which we didn't know before. I can potentially maybe try and find records from that for his time there. Which, because again, he died when my mom was 19. He was, by all reports, a very taciturn, very kept himself to himself, typical guy really of that era. Never talked about the war.
I wonder why.
Never talked about his experiences. My grandma had the theory that the reason he died, he got brain cancer, is what did him in the end. And her theory was he got it from all the rifle butts to the head when he was a POW. Not that we know if that ever happened. That was just her theory, because she needed to, I guess, explain it to herself in some way, rationalize it in some way.
I'm not sure cancer works like that.
No, but I mean, again, she'd been widowed quite young.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She needed something, so that was her way of comforting herself. And yeah, when Mom told me that, I just kind of looked at Mom, and Mom looked at me, and Mom and I we're very close. We don't need words half the time, and it was one of those occasions where it's like, yeah, we both know that's not how it works, but that's what Nanny Harvey needed to believe, so we'll just leave it there. Kind of thing.
George?
Yeah.
Do you know what our granddad was doing during the Second World War?
Secret stuff.
I have no idea.
I bet Dad would know. Do you know, that's never really. I know what the generation before was up to.
Yeah, so do I.
But yeah,
it's never even occurred to me till the other week.
Secrets.
Well, our great grandfather was a chef on a French submarine.
Oh, cool.
And then he went on to be head chef at the Savoy, pastry chef.
Wow.
Pastry chef at the Savoy.
Alex and I went to the Savoy Theatre to see Paddington, and the hotel there is really, really something. That's very cool. Yeah, so my dad is going to get in touch with his eldest brother to see if they can find his dad's number, because his dad also did serve in the war. I think he got out because he was like what do they call him, an essential worker, or whatever the 1940s version of that was. But yeah, so he's gonna talk to my uncle's on holiday at the moment when he comes home. So if I can get a chance to have a look at it before I head back to Australia, that would be very cool. If I could see other granddad. I don't know much about dad's side of the family, to be honest. I did manage to find the birth record of, on the ancestry site, the birth record of my sister, dad's sister, my dad. I found mom and dad's like just like in the listing of the local sort of events, like their marriage bands or whatever. That was kind of cool. So I was like taking photos of the screen going, I found you, Liz, I found your mom and dad, I found Annie Barber. Unfortunately, my uncle and I think granddad's names are James Brown. So that's a little difficult to search for.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had middle names, and I don't know their dates of birth. So that was a bit, which was kind of why I was looking for Dad and Annie Barber, because I was like, well, if I can find them, maybe I can track. But no, I was like, oh, I have no fucking idea. I'll have to ask Dad. But yeah, no, it was really cool. So I think I'm gonna sign up to, because I say a lot of their records are on like ancestry.com. So like I said, my great granddad's World War II file is on ancestry.com. Because it's digitized, and I don't think they have a physical copy of it. And as I say, it's badly damaged. So I was thinking of like creating an ancestry.com account that I can share with like my mom, my sister, and my cousin over here. Like just give them all the login information. Basically.
If you wait till like summer, that twice a year they do a huge deal on.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to have a look at that.
My mother-in-law got hers at Christmas time. It's like 6 months for the price of one or something.
Depending on what you want to find out, it might be worth signing up to Heritage as well. So,
okay.
My mum never knew who her dad was.
Oh.
And so I never knew who my granddad was. And we ended up doing the DNA tests.
Oh, yeah.
Did it through Ancestry to start with.
Yeah.
But then also uploaded it to Heritage. Dog, stop it. That's my keyboard. That's my keyboard. Don't exit the video.
Does that connect up to any specific people? Or does it, because each time someone does one of those DNA tests to find out, their ancestry, they usually come back with just saying, you are 40% Irish, you are.
No,
that's not.
Thanks for allowing us to store your DNA on our system.
Yeah. Well, I get a weekly email which basically says, "We found your sixth cousin 3 times removed," and it's like, I don't care. And then
I want to know my granddad.
Mildly interesting.
Eventually, because obviously you're relying on somebody close doing it as well.
Yeah.
And it took about 14, 15 months, but then eventually we got, here's your second cousin. And then we managed to find out by tracing their family tree.
Well, this cousin that I'm hoping to catch up with, hilariously, she comes, her last name is Meeker. And so the way, as I say, we're related is through these relations, but going back through it, the woman that we're related through, so her ancestor married one of my mom's ancestors, and they had some stupid amount of kids, like 15 kids or something, because they had a bunch of multiple births of twins and triplets. This is how the twins kind of got in my family's line. Biohazard. Is that your spit?
Yeah, it's one of those stupid things where it's cheaper to buy 3 sets than 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I've got a spare set that's just sat on my desk.
What's that?
DNA test.
Test. He's got the bags and everything. But apparently, at some point, there was like a lodger living in the house with them, who we always referred to as the blind lodger because he was blind. And apparently, there's a bit of a family theory that my family may not actually be related to this cousin's family. We might be descendants of this blind lodger.
Ooh, sly old
So-
dog.
So yeah, we
Conspiracy
my
theory.
sister was like, you need to try and find, because we didn't know. I think I found her or some information about her from, because I also accessed the census records from like 1861 and 1871. And I think I found her. I think she was born 1859, because we weren't really sure when she was born. We had her the year she got married, and I managed to find the actual marriage date. Again, I found the bands written in. I sort of had to sit there and go, yeah, okay, yeah, that's 1870s handwriting. I just give me a minute. So that was very cool. But Tim is asking, do any of you worry about the data mining aspects of stuff like heritage?
I don't, because I haven't fed my DNA into any systems.
I personally don't care. I don't see
I feel
risk.
For stuff like that,
I feel smug that other people have. If that.
I don't know. I'm very open. I mean, I'm giving you last names and full names of my family here. What are you gonna do? Google them? Big whoop. What are you gonna do with it?
It's more about having your DNA profiling stored on a hackable system.
I don't know how.
I had to give my DNA to the police once for a case. I don't care.
I was going to say, define hackable system.
It's more
any
of a
system.
Problem. It's more of a problem knowing
there we go.
that just systems out there that show people who have malice intent. Your mother's date of birth, where you went to school, things like that. Basically, security.
That's why I don't use any of that information for my passwords. I have
but
plenty of other stuff that I can use.
That's what I'm saying. These sorts of things. These are security questions for banks and things.
Not anymore, they're not.
I mean, that's what I'm constantly
Yes and no, but I mean, some of them are. But I mean, you can just you don't have to prove that your mother's maiden name was
I just lied
Aloysius.
when they
You can
asked
just
that
say
sort
it
of
was
thing.
Aloysius. Like you can make up any name you want. It doesn't have to be. You're not asking for proof of it. They just use it as a. They don't ask
it can
you
be
proof
any
for the
word.
name of your first pet.
Yeah, prove your first dog was called Spike.
Well, exactly. They're like, give us the records or whatever, So I mean, you can make that shit up. Tim's saying they had a relative who found out one of her sisters wasn't actually her sister because all of them were the same blood type except this one sister.
Yeah, I live for those stories on Reddit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel fairly confident that blow up wouldn't happen between my parents and my sister and I. Like, we're quite obviously all related. Like, just you look at my dad. I look like my dad, which is depressing. My sister, Alex can attest. He knows my parents, my sister. I look like dad. My sister looks like my mom. We look enough blended between us. My nephew does disturbingly look a lot like me in certain photos. Which is like very touching, but also like, kids, seriously, you have better features to choose from. Go with them.
If I was to do any sort of test for history, I would try and confirm or debunk the one thing that's constantly going through my family. We're always constantly saying it, and that is that we are related to Nelson.
Oh, that's right. Your mom loves that theory, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, and so
sometimes it's best to leave that.
I kind of want to know, because it sounds like BS to me. I believed it for a while, and then I'm told exactly why we're constantly told that we're related to Nelson, and that's because it happened, quote, on the other side of the bed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like
if you know what I
my
mean.
family in this blind
And I went, what? Oh, I see.
I think Mark is off.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get up in the morning for work.
Good night, Mark.
No, everybody.
No, Mark.
I shall see you again soon.
Have a good one, bud.
Yep.
Catch you later.
Bye. Yeah, that Nelson story. I remember your mom telling me that the first time, and she was so excited to tell it. Very cute.
But she has also claimed that she's related to aliens. So,
Actually, I've never heard that one.
she doesn't believe it, but when she was a kid, she did, because her
Aw.
birthday is on the
Oh, that's right.
same night as
The
Roswell.
same day as Roswell, yeah.
Oops, I just
Oh no,
released
you're
my
just giving away sensitive information.
sensitive information right
I
now.
can get into your accounts now. I can do that anyway. I can get into his Netflix. I can get into his Prime. I can get into his. I get into his BBC. I can get into his YouTube.
Yeah, you can get into my Amazon Prime, so you can order shit.
Ooh, evil. Yeah, no, it's what is interesting from a DNA perspective, and part
The
of why
internet,
I
look,
would.
cat.
Kitty. She's like, fuck off! I want to kill you. I want to scratch your face off. I kind of would like to do a DNA test, especially against my cousins, because it would be interesting to see the results. Because biologically speaking, technically, we're all half sisters, because our mothers were identical twins with identical DNA. So we could potentially get results back saying my mother is my aunt, and they could get results saying their mother was there, just because it would be the same DNA profile. And part of me kind of just wants to see that, because I just think that's cool. But yeah, biologically speaking, children of twins who share a twin parent are closer to half siblings than cousins, which I think is really cool. And then my cousins were talking about this before Annie Sandra died, and I just sat there looking at them like, you guys didn't already know this? I learned this like 15 years ago. I assumed you all knew already. They're like, we didn't know. Why did you tell us? I was like, I just thought you knew. I forget you guys don't spend half the time on the internet that I do. I really need to get a life.
It's always worrying when the internet knows more about you than you.
Yes.
I'm very excited, by the way. My keyboard, I spilled coffee in it about a month ago.
I wondered what you were doing.
And it's working again.
It
stopped working. Some of the buttons stopped working, and now they're working again.
Yay. Terry's threatening
my noisy keyboard back.
Yeah,
Terry's threatening to hack my YouTube and mess up my algorithm, which they did last time they were here visiting, because I gave them access to my YouTube. And oh boy, did I have some fun recommendations when Terry went home the next day.
That's upsetting. That means you also gave them access to my YouTube.
No. It was on the TV, which you're not logged into.
Okay. You say my channel's tied to your channel.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It was on the TV.
I don't watch stuff on that channel anyway because it doesn't have Prime.
There have been times where I'm like Googling stuff or looking for stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, wait, why does this look weird? Why is it? Oh, I'm under Dave's account. I should probably enjoy these YouTube recommends of heavy metal videos or cartoon sound effects or whatever the fuck I'm looking for.
Yeah, my mate Tara came over several months ago and messed up my algorithm as well. So that's fine. That means just every now and then for music, I just get a pirate song.
We were listening to what? Pirate metal that night.
That's fine. That's fine. And Dave, the fact you're a coffee infused keyboard makes me feel trashy because I spilt red wine in my keyboard and it still doesn't work quite right.
But what I recommend you do is leave it balanced on its edge against a brick wall for 6 weeks and forget about it.
Oh, okay.
Alex can easily do that part.
I mean, that's what I do when I have too much red wine.
Tim is suggesting you stick the keyboard in the dishwasher on a cool wash. Apparently, he's put many through a bath of water.
As long as it's not powered, you can.
Well, that's true.
You can do that. You can wash as long as it's not powered, like one with a battery in it, and as long as you make sure it's fucking dry before you plug it back in, it'll be fine.
Apparently, I can put my electric blanket through the washing machine, which I kind of really want to do because it's pretty filthy, to be honest. But I'm also like mildly paranoid about. But how do I know when it's fully dry?
Well,
plug it in and see.
There's an easy,
I'll just plug it into this one behind us, which already blew up like a month ago.
There's an easy way around that. Just if you're paranoid about turning it on after a wash, is it wet? If yes, don't turn it on.
That's what she said.
I actually sacrificed the keyboard to save the Mac.
Sacrifice the keyboard to save the Mac.
Yeah, I had
That makes sense from a monetary point of view.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had my coffee on a flight case next to me on the desk, and I knocked it, and I knew it was gonna fall into the Mac,
Nice.
so I just grabbed the keyboard and like slapped the coffee with it.
Okay, we've got 2 stories here. Tim is saying he once sprayed cherry Coke over about 20 PCs, keyboards, and monitors when he worked at a LAN gaming center in the 2000s. The Coke exploded in his hand. Apparently, that was not fun. Terry is saying their dad used to unplug his drink covered keyboard, rinse it under the cold tap, and leave it to dry. He spilled cola on it about once every 2 years.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have a collection of Logitech keyboards still in their boxes because I throw my coffee around all the time. So I buy cheap keyboards that I can just chuck away.
Fair enough.
I'm glad you're being efficient there, and you just.
This is the only keyboard I've spent actual money on, and it was only, I think it was 60 quid, but it's got removable, like all the keys are removable and all the springs and stuff.
That's the one. They're the sort that are amazing. I've got one of those. I'm very proud of my keyboard that I spilled red wine on.
I'm gonna buy new springs for it, and I bought it as like a starter nice keyboard. And I'm gonna like buy new caps and new springs and make it into an actual nice keyboard.
My mom has a keyboard for people with vision difficulties, so it's like absolutely massive, and the keys on it are quite massive. And it's a bit of a, because I'm used to my little laptop keyboard, which is very, very smaller and closer together. So when she asked me, she usually asks me to do things like type the emails so she'll dictate emails to me because she's not a good typist on a good day, and with her eyesight, she's like, okay, say all of this, and then I type it out. She's like, that would have taken me 3 hours. It took you 60 seconds.
You should make her get a Mac, and then the dictation is good.
Yeah.
But you would have to teach her how to use Mac OS, so I guess that's your call.
I think the system's good as it is. But yeah, I always kind of have to like take a second and just be like, okay, hang on, let me just get used to this massive keyboard. Okay, let's go. As I say, it's quite bigger than the. I mean, it's great that they make them, and you can get them in like bright yellow with black letters on the keys for because the contrast can really help.
Yeah.
But yeah,
this is a 90% keyboard size. So it's got the full number pad on it, but everything's a little bit closer together because I didn't think I could go. I'd been typing on laptop keyboards for 15 years. I was like, I'm probably not going to enjoy a full size
I do
keyboard.
wish I had a numerical keypad because I used to work in the bank. I worked in a bank for a year, and I learned to use that pretty quickly. And like when I was in the National Archives today using their computer, they had obviously the proper keyboards, and I was tapping in all the dates and everything. I was like, oh God, I miss a numerical keyboard. Oh, this is so easy and fast and quick.
I don't. Can you
credit cards really quickly?
Can you do the thing on the Mac key? Can you do the thing on the Mac keyboard where you make UIOFKL and the bottom row into a numerical keypad? It used to be a thing on the old Dell laptops.
I don't know if I could do it on my Mac. Oh, Tristan's taunting me with his keypad, which is removable. Oh, you're evil, evil man.
My numeric keyboard to the right-hand side just doesn't work at all.
That's the part you spilled the wine on.
I mean, I think that's true.
That is pretty cool. He's just showing off now with like all the bits that he can slide onto his. I think that's his laptop. He's got all these like extra squares and stuff that he can put on to make it. Yeah, it's his laptop. The bastard.
I have a framework laptop, so they're fully customizable.
Oh, that's
Oh,
You can
yeah,
choose exactly what keyboard you want, where, not only that, but you can choose where you want it on your laptop. So I have my keyboard left arranged so that I can fit a numpad alongside it. But if you don't want a numpad, you can put your keyboard in the center or on the right hand side. And
yeah.
you can
So
have
got
your
speakers either side
touchpad.
of mine, so
Yeah, so you can put your touchpad in the middle or to the left or to the right.
not fair.
See, I turned the touchpad off on my Mac because I just constantly
Oh yeah,
move move the cursor. I brush it because I type with my hands flat rather than up. That part of my hand is always, and if you're in a document, it'll flip it up a couple of lines, so then you're just typing
That
in the middle
explains a
of
couple of scripts. No,
yeah. But, yeah, I've just disabled it.
it's like, did Dave have a stroke or what is going on with the?
The huge piece of real estate on the wrist rest of my laptop that doesn't do anything. Mice are for losers.
Unless it was a run. One of the things they had, so the National Archive has a gift shop, and for some reason they had stuffed toy, sort of realistic looking rats. I'm not quite sure why.
To draw the real rats away from the archive material.
Maybe. Well, in that case, you'd think they'd have cheese, but no cheese. But
Rats don't actually like cheese. So.
Well, I had to buy a notebook.
Everyone likes
to
cheese.
write in, so I have like this. I wanted to get one that had the National Archive brand on it, but I didn't. But I did get. I completely forgot I put it in my hair. I did get a pencil with the. You can't see it because it's too dark in here, but it has the National Archives written on it. So I'll give that to my sister. But I'm going to put this back in my hair because it's a good place to keep pencils. I used to do that at school. But yeah. Yes, I'm a numeric keyboard. Framework. Now you're just being a fuck it, you're being a bit of a cunt there, Tristan, just rubbing it in our faces. Framework. Ooh, I have this special framework, fully customizable. Ooh, I'm so special with my dogs and my awesome things.
Oh, Tristan,
my cool little dirt league.
Have you got any USB?
I'm feeling attacked. Just because I can choose what ports I want in my device. So if I want to swap it and have an Ethernet, I can pull it out and put one in.
Do you know what? That's the one thing from the Mac.
Display port in. And if I want a headphone jack, I can pull it out and put a headphone jack in. Just because you're jealous.
That's the one thing. I mean, it wouldn't fit at all on a MacBook Air, but I do miss an Ethernet port. Do you have any USB floppy disk drives kicking around, Tristan?
Ooh.
That's a question.
I'm in the market for one because I've got loads of crap on floppy disks. And
see, now you're asking what's under my desk.
Dane, lots of boxes. Well, at least it's neatly boxed.
Yeah, I just have piles in lofts and cupboards and garages. Yeah, I know I've got one somewhere.
I'm being careful to avoid that side of the room. But yeah, this side of the room is all neatly boxed.
Oh, I see.
Good job you don't have the camera like mine that snitches on
that
you.
That side of the room is very much just precarious piles. Yes, I see now. Fair enough.
I may well do. I will have a look and see if I can put my hand to it. A floppy drive.
USB floppy drive.
Is in 3.5 inch.
Yeah, 3.5, not
rather than 5.
Yeah.
I remember those.
I may well be able to find one.
It's not good when you hear a woman say, "Yeah, I remember those 5-inch."
All the computerized ladies were sad when the
yes, when it went down to 3.5 minutes. Like, oh,
had to buy expandable drives. Yeah, the MacBooks could do with more ports on them as well.
I mean, it is pretty cool that this is the Mac's M6 that I got a couple of years ago, and it's got the port so I can plug it into the TV, which is cool. So I can watch some of my streamers because we can't get Twitch on the TV. It has some decent ports on it, which is pretty handy.
Mine's the Air M3, and it's got 2 Thunderbolt ports and like the MagSafe charger thing.
Oh yeah.
But I just bought a big USB hub,
Yeah.
which has got old USB, USB A, USB C, HDMI.
Well, I wanted this for the processing power from my editing stuff because.
Oh yeah, I just don't need that much processing.
Yeah, you don't need it, and because it has a bigger storage, it has like a 1 terabyte hard drive, which I'm constantly filling up very quickly. I need to move some files off it again. I got the notification the other day saying you don't have enough room on your hard.
That happens every single day for me. I do not like it. Always have.
I got the 512 with 16 gigs of RAM, I think. But if you look at the hard, even I might have a video rendering and a YouTube in the background. I've never got the processor to go over 50%.
I use Windowstat too often just to see what crap do I need to get rid of.
The whole
you need
thing.
to get rid of Windows.
I was just gonna say the whole thing. It just
I might just get my hard drive, put it aside, and then just restart my computer. It needs to
with Linux.
No, not with Linux. Although
just get rid of your monitor entirely. It's a useless piece of equipment.
What?
As an artist, as a visual artist.
Speaker and keyboard, that's the way forward. Speaker and keyboard only.
Just speak with the keyboard only. Computer. Hello.
Hello. Hello, computer.
Hello.
I haven't even upgraded to Windows 11 yet, which is what you're supposed to do, but I don't want to.
What you should do, Alex, is just make yourself a USB bootable Linux and have a play with it. It's not scary anymore.
It's not scary anymore?
No.
I like that qualifier. Anymore. But it's it's not scary anymore, but it's not scary any less. It's the same amount of scary.
Well, I've got a spare computer down here. I could just see what I could do with that, and if I can yeah.
I promise you'll be surprised with the results. From resources used on an old computer by Linux, you will be impressed with what it can do.
I will consider it seriously.
I'll even send you a setup video for a really easy one.
Terry is saying their laptop also has holes in it that do things. I don't think we should unpack that sentence in any way, shape, or form because I know Terry far too well.
I haven't met them, and I feel that I know them well enough to not unpack that either. Is anybody else written in the chat?
Mostly just Terry. Terry finds their touchpad super useful, way more gentle on their hands and wrists than proper mice. Yeah.
Does Terry want to come on? I'll send them the link.
Terry has informed me they have considered it and has wafted a potential date, but I won't share too much here because I don't want Terry to feel pressured.
Fair enough. If they don't want to come on video, they're more than welcome to just come on as audio.
Right. I am going to head off now because
Yes.
I need to.
Very well, Alex.
I need to rest. I'm doing a trial run for my new job at the moment.
Tomorrow. And tell your other good news.
I'm not gonna. Oh, okay. Look,
you don't want to jinx it?
I don't want to jinx it, but
Okay.
I might have a very large media job regarding animation. And I will when it is official, when it's new and it's actually the big.
When When you're
I-
famous,
You're
tell
big
them
and
about your
famous.
Friday night stream.
I will do so on this stream, of course. All right. Good night.
Good night, buddy.
I'm going to bed.
Night,
Good luck,
Alex.
Alex.
Bye,
It's
Alex.
easier to say it here than yell it up the stairs.
I'm gonna shoot as well. If that's
Okay,
sorry.
fair enough.
Okay, no worries.
Only,
Yeah.
I slept for 16 hours last night, and
Damn.
Then you should be fine. What's
my-
wrong with you?
That's what you're doing, boy.
I'm getting a bit drowsy, so I'm gonna
That's
get
like a
some rest.
week's worth of
and,
sleep for me.
and I'll come on with a bit more energy.
Hey,
Back
You'll
to
be
my
here next
normal
week.
self next week.
Okay.
I'll be on.
All right. Take care,
Good
George.
luck,
See
bud.
you later.
Bye, George.
Thanks for coming, man.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So Tristan,
And then there were three.
what's the weirdest bit of vintage tech you've got?
Weirdest bit of vintage. Oh, right, hang on. Let me look around.
So many options.
I mean, there's vintage stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily call it weird. I've got Sega Mega Drive games.
But do you
Up
have
on
the
the
Sega Mega
ball.
Drive?
That's in the loft.
Oh, okay.
So I can't
That's very useful.
go and grab that easily, but I do have that.
Well, at least you have it.
Yeah.
I've got a voice synthesizer that runs off of a 9-pin serial connector. That's
Damn.
pretty vintage.
Ooh. Synthesizer.
How does that one? So when it's a voice synthesizer, it's
When
voice. So
when screen readers first came out,
yeah.
a lot of computers didn't have sound cards, so you'd have an extra box that plugged in purely to translate the signal from the screen reader into a voice. It was a separate component that you had to attach.
Okay. I'm just gonna let the cat in. 1 second. I need to get up and take off my headphones. Be back in a minute. Turn that off. There we go.
I'm glad I got my keyboard working again. Anyway, well, let's say I got it working. I didn't. I just didn't do anything.
I just left it alone and it
Left it
started to
alone.
work on its own accord. But I'm going to take all credit for it.
Absolutely. I'm glad I tried it because the next thing I was thinking about it this morning. I was going to take off all the keys and like clean it.
Give it a proper scrub.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
I tell that like I might do that anyway, and then just put all the keys back on in random places because it doesn't matter to me at all.
It doesn't matter to you, but it'll confuse the frick out of anybody who touches your computer.
As long as the F and the J are in the right place, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
F and J are fine. Everything else is
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
muddled. Even the arrow keys.
Yeah. Yes. It shall be done.
I need a photo of what you do to your keyboard. I want to know.
Okay, no worries.
I know
might
it's pretty
just put-
kinky stuff.
I might just
no
put, them
longer-
all, like, put the letters in alphabetical order.
You
Like one
want to
of
know
those
what he
kids.
does with the D key. He keeps the D quite.
Put it all in alphabetical order.
I don't know what I'd do with an alphabetical order keyboard. My brain would explode.
It's
It
one of
used to
those
be a
things
thing.
you don't think about it, but if
Mm.
somebody changed the keyboard layout, your head would explode.
Yeah.
Like literally, it would explode.
Mm. Yeah, no, I would. I'd do a JFK.
Yeah.
It wouldn't affect Chuck Norris. He'd be
No,
fine.
no, yeah, no. Chuck Norris would be
Of
fine.
course, Chuck Norris would be fine. But yeah, if your keyboard went A, B, C, D, E, F instead of QWERTY,
Yeah.
your
no,
head
I
would explode.
Mm.
Have you ever had to go on a Dvorak keyboard?
No, but I've heard a lot about how it's supposed to be even better. Than a
It's not
QWERTY,
anymore because,
But
you know, they don't... For a typewriter, it might have been better, but, you know, keyboards don't jam anymore.
yeah,
Oh, I remember.
I think whatever you're
having
used
a
to
jam.
is the best keyboard.
Fair.
on
I
Mac.
would like a keyboard that's more like a typewriter, you know, with the round keys and makes the clack clack.
Chunk chunk chunk
Yeah,
chunk
yeah,
chunk
yeah, I
chunk
want
chunk
that, I
chunk
want
chunk
that.
chunk chunk.
In
You got
Mac
to hit it
OS,
hard as well to make the letters
Yeah.
print properly.
if your hands don't hurt by the end of the paragraph, it's not.
Yeah,
the
you
springs
gotta
aren't
put some-
powerful enough.
We have a proper chink for the return as well.
Yeah.
New line. Blink. You throw it back to the start.
Yeah.
On the Mac now, you can have a Braille keyboard. So
cool.
for
Really?
what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the Braille keyboard are F, D, S, J, K, L, and you just type as you would on a Braille thing.
Terry said they had an ABC ordered spell check and organizer as a kid, and it didn't take too long to learn, but they did hate it. So-
It's another thing I've lost from my collection that I need to get is one of the old IBM keyboards, just done with the 2 rows of function keys down the left-hand side
Yeah.
that only go up to F10.
Mm.
It weighs twice as much as a modern-day laptop. I fucking love those
Yeah,
keyboards.
just the keyboard weighs 5 kilos.
Yeah. I had one and it got chucked out. I was devastated because I bought it from a car boot sale for 50p. And I imagine they're a bit more expensive than that now.
Probably.
What was IBM? I used to know the letters, but my brain is tired now.
That's it.
With the huge round DIN connectors on them.
No idea.
Well, you know, like an old mouse cable, old keyboard and mouse
Oh.
cables, the little cylinders. These
Oh,
keyboards
yeah.
had like a fucking massive cylinder on them.
Oh, okay.
Before the PS2 connector,
Yeah,
the one before that.
Right.
yeah, about the size of an apple corer in diameter.
Damn.
Maybe a little bit smaller, but
It's amazing to think how far the technology's come in less than 100 years. Like,
in less than 20 years, even.
well,
like-
yeah, I mean, well, I was thinking, like, you know, supposedly the first computers were invented allegedly for cracking, you know, the Enigma machine, and now, you know, and that machine took up like an entire freaking hall, and now we've got this, like,
Imagine those like taking a MacBook Air back to the 90s.
yeah,
People would lose their fucking minds.
yeah.
This even just the battery life. This battery lasts for 20 hours.
That's nothing compared to my Nokia 3310.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and people might not be that impressed with an iPhone. Like, what do you mean your phones run out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
You can't play Snake.
It's only
That's the
Monday.
point. You
I
can't
can play
download
Snake for
ringtones?
3 months on this.
Yeah.
You can play Snake for an hour.
I mean,
Ah.
it is funny when you consider you know, oh, what technology could you take back in time? And then people say, oh, I'll take my iPhone. It's like you realize that you
work.
would have, yeah, it won't work. You'd have no internet. You wouldn't be able to make phone calls or whatever, and it would die very quickly, and then you wouldn't be able to charge it again. And at which point you would be burned for witchcraft. So, I mean, really, it's probably not.
You could scare the shit out of people by capturing their souls for a couple of hours.
Well, that's true. That is very true.
If you kill me, I've got your soul.
Can't remember what the channel's called, but there's a YouTube channel, and it's what would happen if you took back X so many hundreds of years back.
Cool.
And it'd be like if you took a modern day fighter jet back to World War II, or if you took a mobile phone back to World War One and things like that. And it's just like you took it back in time. They wouldn't know what the frick to do with it.
Well,
It's
if
like,
you took a modern fighter jet,
it
back in
wouldn't really
time-
change much because
because
We'd
they don't
only have
go-
about 2
they don't
hours to
dogfight
use
anymore.
it.
Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
petrol, the fuel would run out because it's jet fuel. But also,
And they
a lot
haven't
of
got
them
fuel
don't
like
have-
that back then.
A lot of them don't have guns anymore because they just don't dogfight anymore because
Yeah.
it's all missiles and bomb dropping. So, you know, they haven't put guns on the last. I mean, the F-30, the Lightning II doesn't have them. The Raptor, the F-22 doesn't have them. You know,
Yeah.
so
But you could probably decimate most of Berlin with one quite quickly, you know.
well, I mean, I suppose you crash into
You're not gonna get caught by prop planes, are you?
You could do a
Dogfighting probably won't be that necessary.
You could do a Gary Flowers, but not advised. Crash your U-2 plane into Russia.
Who was the guy who pretended to have airplane problems? He basically faked a engine failure and jumped out of his plane, like parachuted out and landed where he planned to land, and then hiked back just to make a YouTube video about it.
I have not heard.
Oh, I remember seeing this.
Wow, that's
He was
quite. He got into a lot. He got into.
Oh, he did get into a lot of trouble. Yeah,
a lot of trouble.
But he was like a famous snowboarder, and
I'm gonna Google this.
Cross biker and stuff.
It was. My plane has suddenly decided to stop working. I must.
And I'm wearing a sports parachute.
And the court basically went, "You've flown this plane 1,000 times, never once wearing a parachute, but this one time, you decided to put 5 cameras pointing at you, which you've never done before,
all over the plane and everything.
And it's the first time you've ever worn a parachute, which you've never done before. And it's like all these things basically you full well knew what you were doing."
And he hired a crew to go out and recover the plane, didn't he?
Okay, YouTuber deliberately crashes plane because I'm just such a great typist. Yes, use my location.
I'll know his name.
Trevor Jacob?
That's it, Trevor Jacobs.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
He said this. He intentionally crashed the plane to gain notoriety and make money, and said the motive for his scheme was to earn commissions from wallet manufacturer The Ridge, which he had video.
He had a Ridge sponsorship, and he was trying to get, because they give you the more views you get, the more money they give you.
Yeah. So okay. He owned a Taylorcraft BL-65. A 1940 vintage single-engine light aircraft. Boston.
Ejected from the plane with a selfie stick and a parachute.
The plane he crashed wasn't his though. He.
I love this Wikipedia article. Unusually for Jacob when piloting, indeed for pilots of most civil aircraft, he wore a bulky skydiving parachute, a style that is awkward to wear in a small Taylorcraft with standard seats.
Something you wouldn't be wearing out of choice normally.
Yes.
Unless you were planning to say jump out of an airplane.
The aircraft was outfitted with several digital cameras to film the flight, and Jacob, as you mentioned, carried a selfie stick. During the flight, the engine stopped running and Jacob parachuted to the ground, suffering minor injuries on landing. The unoccupied aircraft crashed into unpopulated scrubland in Los Padres National Forest near New Cuyama and was substantially damaged. Walked off the crash site before hiking out and saying the engine had failed. A month later, he released an edited 13-minute video under the title, "I Crashed My Plane," depicting many of these events on YouTube. It does not show the aircraft controls nor engine instruments when the engine suddenly stops running. He was also not seen carrying out basic aviation emergency procedures, such as trying to restart the engine, contacting air traffic control, or initiating a forced landing, because you can land without an engine, particularly on a 1940s plane.
He was busted in like 3 days by all the YouTube pilots, wasn't he?
These and
I've turned the engine off. I'm not going to try to turn it back on again. I'm just going to bail.
Other unusual behaviors led to skepticism from the aviation community, who suspected the crash was deliberate. The video was viewed 1.7 million times before it was removed from YouTube.
See, that's a fair chunk of change just on ad revenue.
Yeah, well, yeah. 2 days after the crash, Jacob reported to the NTSB, who immediately opened an investigation. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, they told him to preserve the wreckage.
I'm going to wait 2 days after the crash to report it as well.
Yeah.
Well, he had to get people out there to move the plane, didn't he?
But they ordered Jacob to preserve the wreckage for examination and share all his footage. He agreed, but claimed he did not know the location of the wreckage. NTSB does not normally investigate off-airport general aviation crashes that do not involve serious injuries to persons, flight control problems, or substantial damage to property other than the aircraft itself. 3 days later, the FAA also opened an investigation. He still claimed he could not remember exactly where the crash took place, despite having hiked to and from the site to recover his cameras. I love whoever wrote this. I can feel the sarcasm just burning my face from the entry. This is brilliant. The Forestry Service said the aircraft wreckage was removed from Los Padres under mysterious circumstances before the YouTube video was posted. Jacob told FAA and NTSB investigators he could not explain why the wreck seemingly vanished. And then the FAA determined in April 22 that he'd done it on purpose.
That's because he did it on purpose.
Yes. They cited his opening of the cabin door prior to the purported engine failure, the lack of any attempt to execute an emergency landing contact.
Oh yeah, I forgot he opened the door ready to bail before even the problem occurred, didn't he? Yeah. I'm just getting myself ready to escape because a problem's about to happen.
I'm just going to open this door because I just want some air. It's fine. And they revoked his license, ruled that he would not be permitted to apply for a new certificate for 1 year. And then the U.S. Attorney's Office, California, announced that he pleaded guilty to destruction and concealment with the intent to obstruct a federal investigation. And there you go. He admitted
what did he get done for in the end? How many years?
He also admitted he and an unnamed friend used a helicopter to airlift the wreck.
Yeah.
Which he used to a truck, sent to a hangar, cut it up, and disposed of the pieces in various locations over several days. It's not a body, dude. Jesus. Sentenced him to 6 months in prison with a scheduled start date of January 29, 2004.
Sweet fuck all.
Yeah, he was incarcerated at USP Lompoc and was released on June 12th, 2024. Sorry. There you go. Oh, and he already has a new pilot certificate.
Really?
December
that bloke
23.
Should not be allowed to be in a piloting situation of any kind.
Less than a week after his sentencing, an FAA spokesman confirmed in a statement that the agency had granted Jacob a new pilot license. The regulations allow a pilot whose certificate is revoked to be granted a new certificate, provided that a year has elapsed since the revocation, the applicant has not committed a drug or alcohol offense, and the applicant undergoes the same training and testing regimen as a new applicant. These conditions had been satisfied, the FAA said. God damn. Let's have a look at this Taylor craft. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see light aircraft. Yep. Fucking Jesus. I'm going to have to try and find that video now. See if I can find it on some random YouTube channel or something. Just so I can be like, holy shit, why would you do that? I mean, I can be like that without the video, but I would like the video to reinforce the point.
I think I remember watching the video when it came out. Before.
Did it have audio description? Did it say he is now opening the door? 3 minutes later, the engine suddenly cuts out. A man dressed in a very awkward suit is sitting at the gears of a plane. He appears to be wearing a parachute. This is not in keeping with usual guidelines.
What are we watching, Tristan?
Futurama meme of I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
Ah, the classic.
It's literally shit like that. It's just like the bloke got nothing and he's now given his pilot license back. It's just like, why is this person allowed to fly planes again when it has been proved that he's done this on purpose? He should never be allowed to sit in a pilot seat of a plane ever again, in my opinion.
Terry is asking, have any of you ever played with an e-mate? Which, they clarify, Were weird green laptops by Mac for educational settings. I'm glad you clarified that, Terry, because eMate sounds a bit sus.
I think I'm behind on the chat. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm
I
a bit
was.
behind too.
But
we
the
can hear you poking something.
ADD, Nokia.
Yes, one of Terry's offspring destroyed a Nokia 3310, which
Yeah.
that's impressive.
I was like, your kids must be gods
Well,
to do
yeah,
that.
no, I mean, the
a
smallest one
Nokia
is definitely going to take
3310.
over the world at some point.
3310 is an indestructible object. They just cannot be destroyed.
I love seeing like photos of people seeing Nokia 3310s in like museums, and the comment is always, rumor has it the battery is still working to this day.
Yeah.
I saw one. No, there's a meme of one in like a pothole or something. Like it's been half buried in cement. Like somebody dropped it in like wet cement and it got stuck there or something. And they're like, archaeologists are gonna like dig this up in like 10,000 years and it will still turn on and still have power. It'll probably be like still be like Snake level 10 or something.
The 3310 was such a great phone, though.
It was.
Everybody had one. They were customizable. You could change the covers on them, so anybody could make it look like whatever they wanted.
I miss the pressable keys because I was so good at texting. I could do it while driving without looking.
You text
you
to
just
drive.
have to count. You just have to count how many. It's so much because now you have to actually look at your phone to text when you're driving. But I could just do it in my hand as I'm just be like 1, 2, 3. Just count it in your head, and you've got all the letters done. I miss that. One of the best things the film's ever invented.
Yeah, I've had that conversation so many times. It's like, T9 predictive text was the perfect thing for driving and texting, because you could keep your phone in your pocket and you could send a text message without thinking, without looking. You could keep your eyes on the road and you could respond to a text message with T9. Whereas nowadays you can't.
Yeah, I miss those days. Although it is fun because when I'm at home and I'm driving Dad's car, I can plug my phone into the system there. So every now and then, obviously if I get a message from someone, it will offer to read it out. So I'll be
I get that with Android Auto, and it's just a load of shit. Cause it's like, do you want to reply? And it's like, yes, I want to reply. I didn't quite understand you. Do you want to reply? Yes, I want to reply. I didn't understand you. Say yes or no. Yes. Okay, you want to reply. What's your message? I'll be there in 15 minutes. I didn't get that. Can you repeat that? I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Well, mine understands.
I didn't get that. Can you repeat that?
And when it does get it wrong, I actually send it on purpose because I enjoy I enjoy sending weird messages to my sister and knowing she can interpret what they mean. It's like when Dave sends me weird messages and I can interpret what they mean because his stupid speech to text recognition has got it wrong.
See, what happens is when I first start texting people, I try really hard. And then
you slowly acclimate
them
to lesser and lesser quality.
To understand whatever bollocks Siri comes out with.
Speech to text is okay if you just imagine a person is drunk. So if you slur it when you read it back, you can kind of work it out. But if you try and read it normally, you've got no chance. You just got to pretend they're drunk. Just slur it as you read it.
Do you know what the answer is? Especially for Siri, is a decent microphone. Since I've had this microphone running on the Mac, it's it's almost legible most of the time.
Yeah.
Still can't.
Does that work on your phone though?
There.
Well, I imagine it would if I could plug my boom mic into my phone, but it wouldn't be overly practical to go on like one of those beer hats, but with the mic like that.
So Dave's only coherent when he's sat at his desk. When he's out, it doesn't work. But when he's sat at his desk, it's fine.
The microphone on my Meta glasses, microphones on the Meta glasses are quite good.
Terry's suggesting speech to text works fine when you enunciate in a posh accent. So
Yeah,
maybe you
I
just
mean-
need to sound more posh, Tristan.
Ooh,
Dictation.
I see.
Yeah,
Is that my problem?
apparently.
Dictation does learn. It picks you up a bit. Do you remember the voice tags on the Nokia 3310? Or if you could put...
I find myself talking to Android and Apple like a robot is
Like, well,
the only
One of
way
us. One of
like
us.
Christopher Walken.
to work properly.
You need to talk like Christopher Walken to your device.
Well, Stephen Hawking. That would probably work. But yeah, the voice
Oh, I
tags.
miss Stephen
The voice
Hawking.
tags.
He was brilliant. And he
He lives in my electric dictionary. I don't think it's here. I think it's upstairs.
Oh, that's cool.
and like you
No,
watch
it's not
programs like Big Bang and Thing Theory and things, and he was just like he didn't care about people taking the mick out of him. He was fully on board with it.
Well, I mean, all those
Yeah.
episodes of The Simpsons and Futurama, he
Yeah.
was happily a part of.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like it was one of those who just didn't care.
Mm.
He was just like, I'm joining in the fun.
There's a
But you
real
kind of
great-
got to, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
there's, when
I've been
Monty
there.
Python, when Monty Python did their show at the O2, because they filmed it and put it on, I think they sold it to Netflix or something, and they sing the galaxies, the universe song. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's revolving. That one, and
This
so
is
they
wonderful.
sing it, and then they have Brian Cox in a video appears and just says, "Well, actually, this song has been, updated with more recent information that we're aware of." And up behind him in the video comes Stephen Hawking, who basically just runs him down and says, "It's just a song. Just have fun with it." And then he starts singing it, and he gets like beamed up into space.
I like Brian Cox and I dislike him at the same time. I don't quite know where I fall with him.
No, he's annoying, but I couldn't tell you why.
My
Yeah,
sister went to see him. He did
Agreed.
a lecture in Brisbane a couple of years ago. My sister went, and she said the first half she followed along quite easily. She even took a notebook and was taking notes, and I was nerd at her.
That's what you want for a night out. Homework.
Well, I mean, with her partner at the time, that was an exciting. Anyway, but she said the first half, yeah, I totally was with him, but the second half, she was like, I completely lost him. He started talking about principles I had no idea of, and I'm like, well, I mainly remember him from that one QI episode with Russ Noble where they were talking about if you could stick an Ewok in a pool of liquid nitrogen on, was it Venus,
Yeah, I
I
remember
think,
that one.
and then smash it into little pieces. So she's doing better than me.
Bill Bryson's Brief History of Almost Everything is a good book for not having for things being explained understandably.
Terry agrees with you about Brian Cox. Pisses them off as well, and they don't know why.
yeah. It's a weird one. He is because it's like what he says isn't wrong,
Mm.
and what he says isn't particularly aggravating.
And
But
he's arrogant.
my God, fuck off!
Enough already.
Maybe it's just his accent or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've not really. I really only know him from a couple of things, like I said, QI and that Monty Python thing. I've never really watched anything else he's done or videos or anything that he's done. So I'm not good with science stuff. I'm not good with. I can understand like Star Trek levels of stuff to an extent.
What,
But even
fake
then,
science.
Well, like fake science, yeah, but I'm really not good at what's like the periodic table. I never learned that because I couldn't be asked. And I was like, I'm never gonna need this. And
I needed it to win a £50 bet from my chemistry teacher.
oh, okay. Did you win?
I did.
No,
I
no,
memorized the
yeah.
entire periodic table. I can remember like 8 things on it now.
Oxygen, carbon.
Well, the only one I know
helium.
is
And like the knowledge, the £50 has gone.
but was far more useful in the end than the knowledge.
Probably turned it
So-
into Scrumpy Jacks.
My dad does enjoy. I do remember my dad telling the joke. Poor Mrs. Brown is no more. What she thought was H2O was H2SO4. The only chemicals that H2O and H2SO4.
Yeah.
SH2, yeah. SO4.
Trying to work it out. He's trying to work it out.
I am. Hydrogen something. Oxygen 4, fine. The S is silicon?
It's hydrochloric acid.
Well, it's sulfuric acid.
Sulfuric acid, sorry.
Sulfur.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sulfuric acid.
But yeah, acid. Melty acid, yes.
Melty acid.
Oh, Tim is talking about the Infinite Monkey Cage podcast, which is Brian Cox and Robin Ince, and others.
But if you're not into science in quite a lot,
I've tried.
see why
I've
it
tried.
wouldn't be a cup of tea.
I've tried that
No,
podcast, but I
I
don't
like
use
science,
podcasts
but-
like that. I need something to be on in the background that I can dip in and out of, and it's just that one just isn't. I like This Week in Tech podcast with Leo Laporte.
Terry's saying lithium, beryllium, sodium, magnesium, manganese. That's how far I got trying to memorize it, then got distracted. Which is further than I got, Terry, so you're doing better than me. Oh, I got it right the first time. Thank you, Tim. I had no idea.
I found some sodium in the shed the other day. In the workshop.
That's the one that goes if you throw it in water.
That's the one.
Sodium,
Little
magnesium
jar of
are my
oil
favorite
with-
chemical reactions.
Oh, I've got a huge roll of magnesium.
Why have you got magnesium?
Why haven't you? Why haven't
Why
you?
haven't you got magnesium? How do you
That's
make
the question.
hydrogen, Tristan? How do you make hydrogen without magnesium?
I don't have a need for making hydrogen.
How do you make balloons go off bang really loud in the garden?
Mm.
You need a child, sir.
I have 2 dogs. I don't have a child. My dogs don't want hydrogen balloons going bang.
Wow, that's true.
Bingo was like, we watched this video where they did that. They made hydrogen in little test tubes, and hydrogen burns with a squeaky pop. And he was like, "Can we do that?" I was like, "No, that's boring. Let's get a balloon."
let's up the ante. We can
We're not
outdo
going to
these
have the
guys.
squeaky pop. We're going to have the big pop.
We're going to take this one to the park.
Tim's suggesting, how about QI's elves? No such thing as a fish. Which, yes, is interesting facts. I need to watch more of that. I'm not good with watching podcasts, I confess. I get a bit... I prefer structured videos where they read a script, but...
I do like QI.
And you're
QI
in
was good.
none of them at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the only podcast I listen to or watch is this one, and that's only because I have to edit it sometimes. Terry's saying podcasts are tricky because they have auditory processing issues, and they don't usually have subtitles or lip reading as an option. So yeah, no, that makes sense.
This Week in Tech, they have both options available.
What are you doing, Tristan?
But you have to be interested in tech.
I was given a chance for lip readers.
Oh, okay. I don't want to even think about what you might have been saying.
Do you know any of those guys, Tristan?
Was that something?
The Twit This Week in Tech series.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
It's been around for years.
This Week in Tech. Yeah.
He is the tech guy I want to meet. Leo Laporte. He's my tech man crush. I love Leo Laporte.
Everyone's allowed one man crush, and you've picked yours.
I don't think I have a tech man.
No, it's not a sexual
really
thing.
know.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
He's not my type.
Yeah, he's
He has too many penises.
Too many.
Yeah.
I like that the implication there is potentially he has more than one.
No, one is too
I
many.
know, I realize that, but my brain just went, and what's It's
the way
we need to know. We need follow-up questions here, but I kind of don't want them because my imagination's having fun with that.
it's the way it comes across as yeah. One's okay, two's too many.
Yeah.
What's that Discworld quote? He's as happy as a dog with two. Oh, look, he does have two. Now, Nanny, we know you were talking about tails and nothing else. Which is only a joke that she's just saying that line so the reader,
Yeah.
I miss Terry Pratchett.
I've
Oh, how
put
are
the
you
book.
going with the show?
I've stopped. I'm a couple of chapters in, but I know once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, that's the hard part, isn't it?
Terry Pratchett was a great writer. I love his stuff.
I mean,
I'm just reading his last book now, and
there are a lot of like short stories because like they published a book of his short stories a couple of years ago. I bought it for Dad for Christmas.
I've also downloaded A Blink of the Screen.
Oh yes.
Which is that's gonna make me feel better after, because I haven't read that yet either.
I did see his documentary on self euthanization, which was quite interesting and very confronting in a lot of ways. My mom and I watched it. My dad
don't
didn't
know.
watch it.
I don't know this. What was this? Sorry.
So
he was a campaigner for the right to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did a documentary about it.
Okay.
I think it was shortly after he was diagnosed.
So I know he was diagnosed for a little bit before he died. I didn't realize he was actually campaigning.
I think he was diagnosed a couple of years before he died. And yeah, so he did some research into. He called it the embuggerance. He said
of course he did.
Embuggerance, yes, with a capital E. And so he did this documentary about the right to die, and he went and spent because there's one part in particular where because they go to Switzerland, which is like one of the few places in Europe where, at least at the time, you could do it. And there's a guy there who his brain was fine, but his body was basically, I can't remember what he had. He had some
locked-in syndrome of some sort.
Yeah, something like that, or was developing something like that.
Locked-in syndrome sounds like my worst.
Yeah.
I have a deal with a friend of mine where if either of us get it, then end up with it, then the other.
Yeah, no, my sister and I had that agreement when my aunt was sick. We were like, if we ever get to this, it's like, oh, I'm pulling the plug. Like, good.
Yeah.
But
locked-in syndrome is just horrible.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's Mark Burroughs.
Distraction.
Yeah, Mark Burroughs, who worked with Terry Pratchett and helped him write some of his books towards the end, went on like a tour where I think he wrote it wasn't it was notes from a page or notes from a pen or something like that. I think it was. Anyway, he wrote a biography about Terry Pratchett, and he went on like this speaking tour, and Terry went and saw him in Isle of Wight with their sibling, I think it was. And Terry said it was an excellent show. And books about the very best Terry. I would argue the very best Terry. I know two pretty awesome Terrys. I personally know two very awesome Terrys. So he made that documentary, and they went to Switzerland, and so this guy who was his brain was fine, body failing, so he chose to die. And they actually filmed it and showed it in the documentary, like the minute he took his last breath and actually died. And it was very, very confronting. And I was like, I don't know how because then, like, I don't know, I think it was like not long after that, I had to put down one of my cats. And like, being in the room, and then the vet saying, yep, he's gone, kind of thing. Just like, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are still a lot of short stories out there that I keep finding now and then that I hadn't realized he'd written. And the thing about Pratchett books, and this is why I love the Discworld sub on Reddit, is because the most common post title is "Damn it, Terry!" When people notice jokes or puns or references.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like every time you find a new one, it like it's a new thing. So even though you know the story of the book, you're still finding new things in it every
And
time.
it's not something that AI can ruin either.
Well, yeah, and I mean, people say
it's
like
not
they
there,
listen to
not good
the
enough.
audio books and they suddenly understand puns because they hear someone else read it, or
Yeah.
they used to listen to the audio books and they finally read it and they finally got puns because some of them, are sort of text-based puns.
I was a little bit disappointed that the Shepherd's Crown audio book, all of his books, the Discworld books, were read by Nigel Planer or Stephen Briggs,
Yeah.
and the Shepherd's Crown isn't. It's got like several people reading it.
Oh, Tim's got to go. Good night, Tim. Thank you.
Good night,
for
Tim.
being
Thanks for
here
joining
and
us.
Bye,
participating.
Tim.
I don't think I'm going to be
Mark
far
joined
behind
us.
Tim.
Actually, it was Rob. Okay. Yes, it's getting on. But yeah, so that
Sofa
yeah,
Dog
I
has come
enjoy
to find me. I'm guessing the back door is in fact closed.
See, I like Terry Pratchett stuff,
Mm.
and I suppose I like David Jason portraying
The Hogfather.
portraying Terry Pratchett's stuff.
Yes. Sorry, David Jason. Yes.
Yeah, and the fact that they're both getting toward. Well, David Jason's getting towards the end of acting career. There's not likely to be around for much longer, unfortunately.
They gotta get another Only Fools and Horses Christmas special out of him, yeah.
True. I hope that's the case, but I don't think there's going to be any more Only Fools and Horses with the fact that I can't think what the writer of Only Fools and Horses was called now, but he's been dead a few years, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
His character was Del Boy. I don't remember the other guy. Tim's last comment is Chuck Norris didn't die; he just completed life.
Fair enough.
That's a fair comment.
See,
I like reading Chuck Norris quotes rather than Chuck Norris jokes.
No.
Because he had a lot of good quotes. There's a lot of good jokes, but there's also a lot of good quotes from Chuck Norris. The only time you lose at something is when you don't learn from that experience.
True. David Jason in Terry Pratchett film versions threw me because I knew him from A Touch of Frost.
Oh yeah.
Touch of Frost, Jack Frost, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Frost. My dad used to watch that series, and of course it's very serious because it's a crime. He plays a cop or whatever. So then I'm suddenly seeing him as Del Boy, and then Rincewind, and then Alfred with Death, and I'm like, well, he does comedy too? I had no idea. My God, he's got such range.
Yeah, he's a brilliant actor, but everybody remembers him as Del Boy.
Yeah.
But he did so many other roles.
Oh yeah, he's done a lot of stuff over the years. He's had quite the career.
But the two that I remember him mostly for is Jack Frost in Touch of Frost and Del Boy. But then he did do the Terry Pratchett.
Yeah,
he was really good at them.
The Color of Magic, where he was Rincewind, and then the Hogfather, where he was Alfred, who's like Death's sort of servant-ish guy, wizard thing.
Yeah, I remember Hogfather really well. That was a good one.
Yeah. Terry wants one of the luggages so that they can convince it to carry them up and down the stairs.
Yeah, I want the luggage.
I love the luggage. Luggage is great.
I read an abridged version of The Color of Magic when I was 7 or 8. And ever since then, I wanted the luggage.
I do have a
Darling Buds of May. That was
he was in that too.
That was a brilliant TV program as well.
I do have a Discworld-based role-playing game at home. I have like the manual for it. Never played it.
I'm interested.
We should play it on stream.
I'll have to when I get home. I'll have a look through it, and maybe we could stream a game or something. That would be
Yeah.
that could be quite fun. I'll have to try and come up with a good story, good plot. Because I used to do Munchkins, and I had one of the guys ask if they could have a sapient pearwood chest that follows them around, and I was like, yeah, okay, fine, but I'm gonna MacGuffin the shit out of it. So
the answer is always yes, you can, but
yes. So yes, you can, but
yeah, there's always a but to go with.
Terry says they're convinced they're a bit like Rincewind, terrible luck, but also useless at dying. I don't know about terrible luck, but I'll certainly give you useless at dying.
I like the thing where he sees death, and his hourglass is like all twisty and sand running up and going.
I like how initially in the first few books, The Color of Magic and the Light Fantastic, Death is like annoyed that Rincewind still exists, and he's like on a mission to kind of kill him. But then he's just like, you know what? On second thoughts, maybe we could just watch you and have some fun with it. And then he seems to grow to like him.
And the gods with the dice.
Yes. I always preferred Vimes. Vimes was always my favorite character.
Yeah, I think the Vimes books are probably my favorite as well.
Especially when he became a dad. I thought he'd be a great dad.
I think Snuff is one of my favorites.
I love when that bit in The Fifth Elephant where, spoilers, Sybil tells him she's pregnant, and he's like shocked at first, and then he hears like the werewolf breaking in downstairs, and he's like, close the door and lock it and push the chest and push the bookcase in front of it and lock yourself in carefully.
Yeah.
He's like, she's pregnant. He's like, no, you have to do this. But you're also pregnant. So, I mean, it's nice that he remembered.
He said, when she's having the baby, and he says to Willikins, "What do they need all those towels and hot water for?" And he says, "I'm certain it's best that we don't ask, sir."
Yeah. Willikins is a great character.
He's such an underrated character.
I don't know if Pratchett intended for him to become kind of what he did, this sort of Alfred Pennyworth-esque.
When he kills Stratford in at the end of Snuff.
Oh,
because I'm a fair man. I'm going to give you a chance to kill me first.
Yeah. Was it Mr. Vimes is a good man, but that's the problem. Sometimes he's too good, and he just does it for him. Like, Willikins is great. I love Willikins. Especially like in Jingo when he leaves to
go to war, and
then go to war,
he finds him in the desert.
And he's being butlery to the troop of soldiers. While he's reporting to Vimes and saying yes, and Carruthers there has a wonderful iconograph of his lovely fiancée that he intends to marry when he gets back home. And right, you climbing fools, let's get it in. And goes into like full sergeant mode, and Vimes is just standing there going, "The fuck is going on?"
But he was the justice that Vimes could never be, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Towards the end,
he really was.
Like Stratford had to die.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, just like how Willikins was when the dwarfs came in Snuff to try and take out his family, and how he managed to take out defended the family kind of thing. Like,
I like the bit as well where Vimes catches him on the boat in the end, where he puts the kid in with. Puts Sam Jr. in with Sybil, and then he goes in the...
Yeah. It's a good... such a good series.
Right. I think I'm going to have to call it a night.
Fair enough. I love that I'm getting 2 videos of Tristan here, one on his computer and one on his phone.
He keeps leaving and coming back. And that's good.
I assume technical difficulties occur. I can't hear you, mate. No, we're gonna have to lip read. In that case, we probably should call it a night.
Yeah, you'll have to do that. The lip reading.
He's being a dick. As you should.
I don't know if there's anybody still here.
Terry's still here, but even Terry's like, they need to sleep. They've had a big day.
But yeah, but if there's no one here, I wasn't going to bother saying goodbye.
Well, let's say that now. Goodbye, Terry.
Goodbye, Terry. Thank you for
Have
your
a good night. Have a good night, boys.
unending dedication.
Yes, we appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and next Friday.
Yes, until